I'm dying forever.
We are live. Awesome.
There we go.
No, Yorda's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. If anything,
going to Fantasy Italy.
guys, the only person that kills people in my world is Moss. That's the only person that's allowed to do that. Oh.
It is my absolute honor to continue to do so.
Yes. And fun fact, like, because Nico and I almost called him Yorda. My God, I'm fucking tired. Talked to Nico about it, and we're gonna kind of workshop a little bit more. But I think the conclusion of what's gonna be the result of Yorda's absence will be better than if Yorda didn't go away. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Got
shit,
you.
because it's one less bad guy to contend with. I
What?
guess.
Wait, what? Huh?
Oh, like the. Never mind.
You'll see. It's all plot stuff, story stuff, backstory stuff.
Yeah, for reasons you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we were talking about this fight and like how if Yorda joins in, then a bad guy will have to
No,
join
well that
in.
is what's going to happen.
Yorda's gonna go
Yes.
take Bean on a date, and we're gonna peace out.
Exactly.
And then I just don't come back.
La la la.
No,
la, la.
we're gonna bring in Dara. Rahi's gonna cheat.
Cheat if you guys.
You're not together.
If you guys
it's
get
not cheating.
If you guys get an
You're not-
extra guy, they
Wait a
also get an
minute.
extra guy.
Wait a minute, is Dara your character, Gab?
Yeah.
Yes.
The one who's married with children?
Yeah, she's a MILF.
Dara's definitely a swinger though, so she's down.
Oh.
Canon. Canon.
No.
Then how's Rahi gonna cheat if the person she would cheat with won't cheat with
Alright,
her?
that's true. That's true.
Also,
okay.
wait. Cheat? Do you mean like marital cheating? What are we talking about? We're talking about the game
Oh,
or
you
your
know,
marriage?
Oh no, I just meant like she would like go and flirt with her, and then I'd be like,
You guys are divorced.
You're not. You're not together in
you're
any
not
sense of
married
the
anymore.
word. Complicated.
I love how like her is like, I don't know anything about you, stop fucking harassing me, and like Gab through her is now like, you're my wife, we made a holy vow, I'm willing this to happen.
No fault divorce shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Congratulations, Gab, you are Steven Crowder in my D&D. Oh, but with all of that, trying to figure out exactly what in the world's going on with her and Rahi's rocky relationship to get right into Brigands Brawl, and hopping in to see where in the world Yorda is. Do we want to play some D&D? Any other announcements before we hop in?
Whoa! Nice. Beautiful.
Do you know, like, when you're going, like, driving over a mountain and your ears kind of, like, pop in and out a little
Yeah,
bit? That's
yeah.
what just happened to me
10.
because of that.
10.
The resonance.
10s across the board.
I unmuted myself. I felt it coming.
Any other burps or announcements before we jump in?
I can't compete with that. Not
Yes,
right now,
yes,
at least.
you can.
Not right now.
Anything else? No.
Burp so hard you vomit. Do it right now, Kate.
No, and no. So, we all want to play some D&D.
Yar!
Yes, and yes. So, as always, please join me for a deep and cleansing breath, and then we can jump right in. Sound good?
Yes. Wait, I think I have one.
Excellent.
Not as good. Not as good.
Let's all breathe it
Moss
in.
is still reigning champ.
Let's all
Hey,
breathe
forever.
it in. Please
Thank
join
you.
me. And we are back in to the world of the palm of the fist, back into the world of the arbor, and we are back into the tiger's eye inn. Yorda, you sleep hard. You usually do. And right now, you are just the classic honk shoe me. You are curled up on one of the beanbag chairs. As your eyes are closed, you're snoring very happily. Before your eyes even open, you feel something kind of like hit into your nose a little bit, and eyes still closed, you wake up.
Is it something like on or like in my nose?
Something
or,
just hit your nose and then fell off of your nose.
Is it like on the ground or is it like in the bed next to me? Can I look at what it was?
As you try to see like exactly what it was, you're able to look off the side of your beanbag chair and you realize that it's a little folded triangle of paper. And then as you kind of like sit up and move a little bit, you hear the shifting of paper as you realize that within all of the chinks of your armor, it is just filled with these little paper triangles, and you're able to see maybe only 5 feet away. You see Skylar propped up behind one of the beanbags, just and just flicking them at you. As she flicks one over to you, you are able to watch as it hits you on the nose again, as she's now making eye contact with you.
Nice. I will like shake, morning shake, and get all the papers like out of my phone. Look at her and be like, "You ever get like knocked at all, or just you just invite yourself in?"
We slept in the same room.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and I've
slept
been.
real hard.
You usually do, yes. And I got back from scouting a few hours ago, and I've just been. She gestures down to the dozens, if not hundreds, of little paper triangles now at your feet. Killing time. But upon my journeys, I actually moved into Simbleton, and I did some research, and I have a proposition for you. She stands up, she kind of like pushes some of the triangles away, and she like gets on her knees, like propped up right beside you as you're kind of like just kind of shifting, kind of like sitting on the beanbag, as she goes, "We've been so focused in our objectives. I'm starting to wonder if there's not room for interpretation."
Okay, go on.
You get like a sense of, you watch as her face kind of like drops a little bit as her eyes look upon you, as she says, when it was towards the end, and when she told us what she wanted, I'm starting to think maybe that wasn't just for us.
For our family, or for the tribe as a whole?
She looks to you and goes, "Wyla and myself and you and father, we took this to mean it was just us." And she gestures to your to the inlays on your gauntlets, the palm with the fingers, as she goes, "But I think she meant our family, the family. I think this is where we're supposed to be."
Like in this tavern here? Or...
She just puts her eyes in her hand real quick and goes, "Not necessarily, but I don't believe the Arbor is the proper place. Too populated, too many rules. I've been doing some digging eastward." Yeah, oh yes, what's up?
We could change that and like kick all the people that are already here out and like take over. I know we discussed it's not off the table, but it's a lot more work, so it's not the preferred method. But let's just say that some people in some places, not to be named, the well, deserve to be uprooted and don't deserve anything. But that's besides the point. You're not asking me to strategize here.
I haven't been to the well, but I will say that it seems like a lot of backhanded backroom deals and a lot of backstabbing betrayals happen in that place. And if they deserve it, well, I know who's going to line my pockets next. But assuming that place doesn't just magically lose all of its occupants, is it a battle we could win? Yes. Would it be costly? Yes. Do you know why it would be costly?
Because there's a lot of them, and they see us coming and all this stuff. I get it. It's not an easy method of attack for us. It's not.
It would not be. If only there was a place close to here who had no organized system of government, was perhaps plunged into anarchy only several decades ago, and whose fighting consists of only monsters and disorganized tribes of raiders.
I haven't been there. Where is this place?
I believe the islands of Superi and Trum may be the best place for us. Perhaps even if we are ambitious, the Boneyard. She kind of like sits next to you as she takes out a book and opens up a map of the palm and the fist, like the continent of islands. And as she gestures to it, she points to the center islands, where the Boneyard is, Superi, Trum, and she goes, "I've been trying to learn more about the Fury. To no avail. But what I have been able to decipher through the terrified retellings of folk tales and and scattered histories. What I do know is that the northern section and the southern sections of these islands on opposing weeks are completely covered in storms.
Very interesting. Lots of people speak of that area in stigma and mysteries and tales and stuff. Doesn't seem like many people bother to venture in that direction anymore.
Unorganized, largely unoccupied, those that can fight are not trained. Would there be anything more beautiful than a pack, our pack, coming to shore in the midst of the worst storm they've ever seen?
Nothing to wish for them, that's for sure.
Give me a quick history check as you guys are having this conversation, and give it to me with advantage.
Ooh. 11.
11? I'm gonna...
How stupid.
So you're not dumb. So the way that your brain works, Yorda, you go to like, oh, Fury, like, you remember, you're like, oh, Rahi, like, oh, him, like, weird storm people. And then your brain goes to, like, the Duke. Fuck the Duke. No, we don't like the Duke. But as you're thinking of the Duke, you remember a conversation that was had between the Duke and her that you were all able to hear when you guys kind of all recollected yourselves. And you remember the Duke mentioning called the Sailors Pass Unification Front. And I'm going to say that with that history check, even though because it beats a 10, you would know just from the general stories that are told in song and in just kind of like dramatic retellings, you are able to know that the Boneyard, the strait in between Superi and Trum, where all these ships are clogged and unmoving and it's just a wasteland of raiders and monsters, that used to be called Sailors Pass.
And that Sailors Unification Front, whatever it is, that's not the same thing as what's the Fire Genasi lady? Not her guild. That's not the same thing, right?
No. So it almost with the way that Rahi kind of talked about it, or the way that the dude talked about it, it sounded like it was an independent organization from anything the Palm had to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to set foot down there with you, and you said Wheela might be there already. I'd love to check it out before we went back to Father.
I believe so. Before we contact Father once again, for sure. But I think before all of that, some messaging is in order. We might have to summon the pylons, discuss with the elders, discuss with Father, and see if this is even an actionable plan.
Even though we've been mobilizing as much as we can, they're not ready to up and leave at this moment.
The forests have been too dangerous in some parts and too barren to sustain, so hopefully this will be possible and will be the fruits of our efforts.
I look forward to the chance. The most tangible thing we've had in a little bit, no?
Certainly. As you see she takes out like a strange little oval. She presses a button, you watch this little latch opens up, she goes, she then closes it back up, she puts it back in like a little pocket of her leather armor, and she goes, and speaking of opportunity, I wanted to give you a bit of a gift. I wanted to surprise you. We do only have about 15 minutes, but your surprise and the gift is me waking you up in time to go watch your friends beat the shit out of people.
Do I get to join the beating the shit out of people?
If we
the
run,
prize would be entering.
If we run really fast, you might be able to. Is
it faster if I carry you or you carry me? Or should we just run?
Why don't I just run beside you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Dude, yeah, okay. Should we go now? Like, how far away is it?
You then hear a hello, Tourmaline here to collect on the tab for the room. As Skylar goes, now would be a better time. You watch as she fully jumps out of the second story window.
I'm like, that's not fair. You do that all the time. And I jump out after.
Excellent. Give me an acrobatics check.
Not athletics?
Actually, yeah, give me an athletics check. I will allow an athletics check.
Yay.
We paid our tab.
Fuck. 11.
11. I will say within 11, you are able to. You're able to come down. Just take 1 point of damage as you land, kind of like fall to the floor. Skylar comes over, helps you up really quickly.
I'm disadvantaged. Oh no.
You have to. You have to work on your landings.
I thought we always landed on our feet.
You did, and then your ass followed your feet. That's the problem.
It's not my fault.
Okay, we gotta go. And then Skylar immediately goes to all fours and just begins, like basically a lion prancing in the direction of Live and Lean to get to Brigands Bench.
And I follow her. I don't know where I'm going.
As you follow, you watch as people just actively get out of the way as much as possible for you, as this is two of the biggest Leonins they've ever seen, going faster than they've ever seen them go, as you guys are able to cover, like, miles and miles of ground in, like, 15 minutes, easily. And as you're kind of looping and racing in between the, like, again, it goes Kipyup, and then you cut into the wide open strait of Ubhav. You hit the Ubhav street, you could begin cutting through into Living Lean. So then you watch as Skylar starts jumping into buildings, like swinging on ropes and shit. You just kind of, give me an athletics check real quick.
15.
As you lose Skylar, you, on all fours, you prop yourself up, you explode through a wooden door. You're able to see, like a moonshine operation of people pouring like whiskey into like other like clear beer bottles, and as they're like, what the hell? As they look over, you just fully like Terminator burst through the other side. You start running through buildings as fast as you possibly can. As you
the fucking Kool-Aid man.
As you begin to approach the wooden courthouse of Brigands Bench. Yorda, as you and Skylar race to the front, you're able to see like an orcish bouncer out front that goes like, "Alright, no one's allowed in. Court's in session right now." And what do you say?
I was told to join in the court session.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's supposed to be good at this.
Did we see him come in?
Not yet, no.
I'm outside. Persuasion, you say?
Yes.
15.
A 15. This guy goes, all right. As you see Skylar, who like basically you did not see like in view opening the door to the courthouse, like coming out behind this guy, dagger in hand. As he begins to step away, she goes, Sheek! She sheaths the dagger and then opens the door to let you inside. Lets you inside, and you are able to see black-skinned, white-haired tiefling JJ, you know her by, slams her hand on the table and goes, "Court's in session! Pause!" As Rahi's wings explode off her back, the Duke begins to lunge forward. Delilah bow off of her shoulder. Bean 2 axes in hand. As JJ goes, "Pause everything!" And everybody just stops. And you are able to see the rest of ROACHY against the jury box on the right side. And I will make your little token visible now, as you're able to rush inside with Skylar. Skylar, who's not on the map, as soon as she opens the door, she just disappears into the room somewhere.
As you do. I will look to my friends and I will say, did the fighting start yet? Did I miss anything?
No, but he's joining our team.
I'm with them. And I point to them.
JJ like brushes her hair back as she looks over. She makes eye contact with you, Yorda, and then just takes a rum bottle up to her lips and just begins drinking while still staring you directly in the eyes. And she goes,
"Can I have some of that when you're done?"
"I love you!" And she tosses the rum bottle over to you. Like a 30-foot toss as you're able to catch it, take a swig. As she goes, "That is mithril armor, correct?"
Yeah.
"And you got that from Thrill of Life's shop."
Yes.
"The stories and songs are true. The champion of Thrill of Life is here, and you will fight with your team, Leonin. It's so good to have you. What is your name?"
Yorda.
Yorda? You're the best! And the 4th representation of her's defense team. That's wonderful! As Rahi goes, bullshit, immediately bullshit, fuck this guy, don't like him at all. As JJ goes, settle down,
pipe
Rahi.
down, asshole, and I'll walk over to the door.
Rahi goes like, fuck you, you know what?
I wrap my arm around Yorda and bring him in.
Yorda, you walk around, you're right next to Mud. Excellent. As JJ goes, Rahi, that is so unkind, unprofessional, stop being a bitch. What we're going to do now, Rahi, you know what, fuck it, we don't have time to decide. You there, as you watch as JJ just points directly into the crowd, as you guys are able to see, just sitting at a table, a very, like, unassuming person. You're able to see an elven woman, long brown hair. She looks very well put together, like a green turtleneck, gray coat over that. She looks a little bit ragged. She's kind of like massaging her temples a little bit.
Milf.
As she takes a long swig of her drink, as she goes,
Would it technically be Melf because she's an elf?
Mother elves like to fuck? What?
Makes you think.
I don't know.
Makes you think.
She's kind of like rubbing her temples a little bit as she goes, yes, I'm having a bit of a migraine, I'm so sorry. As you watch as JJ goes, do you like money? As this elf woman goes, yes, I've actually been looking for money for a long time. As like her head is starting to like really begin to hurt. As JJ goes, well, finish your drink and fight for this storm lady and fight against this Leonin person, and I will give you money. As you watch as this woman goes, my name is Dara. I will happily fight for money, absolutely. As you're able to watch as this elven ranger hops over the half wall and joins the team across from you. You watch as Dara, Bean, and Delilah all be like, they all kind of like fist bump a little bit, and you recognize they know each other in a way. It's kind of like a little bit of a how do you do, a little pip, a tilly hat, things like that. As JJ goes, I love how unprofessional this is. Are there any more objections? Are there any more surprises that we want to get out of the way? And she waits to see if anybody has anything to say. Going once.
We done here?
Yeah, the court's in session! As she slams her gavel onto her lectern, the fight has commenced, and we will enter into initiative order. That sound good?
Woo!
Yes.
Perfect. Let me get the music all changed up.
Wait, Yorda's got a roll.
He's going last in the initiative. Well, sorry, second to last. Dara's going. Dara has a killer migraine right now.
we got dumped at the bottom. That's
Wait,
okay.
does Dara have a level of exhaustion from this?
No, she does not.
Oh, dang it.
Get that bitch some Midol.
We immediately hop in initiative order, as again, Rahi's wings, the Duke's rapier, Delilah's incredibly precise longbow, Bean's axes, and Dara's equally precise longbow. As you guys are able to look over, you see these guys get ready as they begin to leap into action. Carrie, you move exceptionally fast. What do you do?
Okay, first I am immediately going to swing the Dame Slayer around, and I'm going to hit a super like discordant chord on it, and I'm going to throw Dissonant Whispers over at that big orc over there.
Okay.
He looks scary. So that is a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
DC 15 Wisdom save from
He's
Bean.
too stupid to save that.
My boy.
13 on the die.
That's my boy!
13 on the die plus 2 for 15 exactly.
Okay, then he takes half damage.
Half, okay.
Okay.
Rare Bean big brain moment.
I
made a tank. He's gonna
I
do
rolled
it.
2 1s and a 2, so that's 4 halved to 2 points of psychic damage. Excellent. Hey,
Damage is
great.
damage is damage.
And seeing that not do as much damage as I want it to, I just yell at him, "Fuck!" and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Which is another DC 15 Wisdom save.
Another DC 15 Wisdom save. Got it. Plus
Yeah.
2. He got a nat 1.
Yeah! This is gonna do more damage, this cantrip, than my level 1 spell.
Ain't that
Yep.
just the way?
3 points of psychic damage.
3 points of psychic damage.
And I am also going to take like 5 feet of movement forward, like 5 or 10 feet, just to get a little closer to the action.
Doesn't he get like disadvantage on something from vicious
Oh,
mockery?
yes, he does. Thank you so much. I always forget that. His next attack roll has disadvantage.
His next that is very useful.
huge.
Please
I'll
remind me
keep
that when we
track
get
of
to
that
him. That is absolutely excellent. As you say, you watch as the whispers hit him. He goes, "All right, get out of here, voices." As he kind of just like moves his hands around. As you say, as you look him right in the face, you say that as you're charging forward. As he goes, "You're not very nice at all." I don't get you. As he,
He's so
His
sweet.
the shirtless tattooed with his name on their stomach.
Yeah.
Fanboys just going beat.
Yeah.
Beat.
Because you scream that, immediately you just see like ale begin being like, splashed towards you as it seems like the jury reacted very poorly to you saying such hurtful
Oh
things
no!
as big man.
Everyone hated that.
No.
Exactly.
Cowrie, that being your turn, we then move on to Delilah's turn. What Delilah is going to do, Delilah takes 5 feet of movement directly backwards. Delilah hops up onto this table right behind her. You watch as she grabs 2 dinner plates from the table and she chucks them up into the sky towards the roof of the tavern. And as she unslings her bow from her back, and give me 1 second, I'm going to need an excellent move moving forward, Cowrie, because I'm going to need Mud, Yorda, Olive, and her to all give me a dex save, DC 14.
You all get +4 from me.
Yay!
Yeah.
Before I say that, you have to be within 10 feet of me.
So her and Olive would not get that bonus.
Oh, that's
That's a
fine. I still
you
pass.
get +4.
I still pass. It's
Thank
fine.
God, because I have a +1 for this.
Let me double check if it's. I think it's a radius.
I passed.
I passed.
With
Yeah,
that
10 feet.
+4, I get a 15.
15? Yorda, what'd you get?
What am I rolling again? Sorry, dex
DC
save?
14 dex save. Lots on the line here.
I got a 7.
You got a 7?
No.
Flip your coin!
Now.
Yorda, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Everybody else here is going to take 2 points of piercing damage as Delilah, with the precision of an Olympic archer, hits the plates perfectly as they are coming down so that the glass shards pierce into all of you as you are all now damaged by these like ceramic shards cutting into you.
Ah, fuck!
The old fantasy Olympics. I love that.
As she...
The Arbor has Olympics.
As she does that, that was both of her attacks. As she's going to just stand there and ready her longbow for another attack. After that, we then have Rahi's turn. You were able to watch as the wings explode off of her back as she takes to the sky. And as she takes to the sky, she's going to go 10 feet up into the air, 5, 10, 15, 20, and is going to fly right over there in the same lane as Cowrie. She's currently off the ground by 10 feet. And she is going to...
Hey, stop checking my friend out.
and she's going
You
to...
don't have any right to tell this woman what to do.
I know, I just think it's funny.
And she's going to ready her action for what you do not know. Mud, having been cut up by ceramic shards, it is now your turn. What are you doing?
Mud is gonna try to keep his cool. He's freaking out a little bit. Mud will see the big group still all over by the table over there, and he'll say, "I'm sorry, I'm a bad druid," and will throw his hands out and try and cast Entangle on the group.
On the group?
On the prosecutors. It's a 20-foot square. They must make a strength saving throw, so
Okay.
Bean's probably gonna win. Or they're restrained.
Okay, got it. So here's what we got.
The DC is 14.
I'm gonna do... Okay, 14.
They all have to make it.
They all have to make it?
Yes, it's an area of effect.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Okay. So it's not like if one of them fails, it all affects them. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're doing
Yeah.
Bean and Rahi, who both have a +9 to strength. They both pass easily with a 19 and an 18 on the die. We are then doing, we will do Dara. Dara with a +0. Not 1. Dara fails.
Yeah!
As we then have the Duke with a +3, and the Duke gets a nat 20.
Okay.
Only Dara is restrained.
Cool. It's still difficult terrain.
Okay.
And Dara is restrained.
Awesome.
Is Delilah not in that?
Delilah does pass as you're able to watch
Sure.
as is unable to, as she kind of just like stomps out the vines that are at her feet.
Cool.
And let me just make that square right now.
And
Square.
Press square.
Mud is freaking out a little bit. He's like, ooh. Not yet. Okay. And with his bonus action, will cast Thorn Whip at Rahi.
Okay,
It's-
go ahead.
30 feet, so it just reaches her.
Okay.
And let's see if it works. I'm not blessed or anything, right?
You were the only one that had bless in the first place, I think.
Wait, is it
Fuck.
us or your aura?
No.
No, Rhyme had blessed, but...
Rhyme was the
Oh
only
yeah, I was
one
gonna say
with
no one here got blessed.
Oh, that's not gonna work. That's a 10.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
It's becoming sentient!
It wasn't me this time.
And that was an attack roll, correct?
Yes.
You're able to watch as your Thorn Whip goes out. You watch as it actually does entangle with Rahi's armor. However, the problem, you watch as the just kind of always emanating electricity, it fries it off and begins frying it up the vine. You must let go before you are shocked.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize!
I'm sorry.
She's now just floating there. With that, we then, is that any movement?
Mutt's probably just gonna, like, try to hide behind Cowrie a little bit.
Okay. You got
Fair enough.
behind Cowrie.
Wait. If I stay close to Yorda, do I get... No, actually, Mutt's gonna just stay close to Yorda and be like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not very good at this.
Using him as a human shield, not a terrible idea. With that, we then move...
Just staying where he is.
Got
yeah.
it. We then move down to her. What are you doing?
Okay, great. I am gonna, from where I'm at, let me just double check 2 things. It can be up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. Is it 20 feet from Rahi to Delilah?
Is it 20 feet from Rahi? 5, 10, 15? It'd be... Yes, I'll say it's 20 feet from Rahi to Delilah, yes.
Okay. I am going to start freaking out a little bit, and then I'm gonna more static electricity and lightning and thunder all comes out. I am going. My eyes roll back. Everything's. My hair starts floating. All that fun stuff. I'm going to cast Tidal Wave as a 3rd level spell slot. However, I'm going to convert. As a bonus action, not as a bonus action. For meta magic, I'm going to do Distant Spell. I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point to double the range, so now they're all in effect.
Okay.
And they have to pass
and-
Yes, go ahead.
Since Dara is restrained, she, I think, automatically fails dex checks.
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw 14.
Okay, dex save of 14. So Rahi being 10 feet up, would that...
Disadvantage.
Would she also be affected?
It's 10 feet tall.
Oh, okay, so I gotta make this for everybody.
Yep.
Okay, no problem. So what's the save again?
Dexterity saving throw 14.
Dex of 14. Okay, I just gotta check this
Start
back.
rolling.
We're gonna do...
Well done, Gab. Fucking well done, dude. So cool.
Fuck up your own guy. Dara fails.
What?
Dara fails. We're gonna do the Duke and Delilah as they have the highest dex scores. I'm gonna do them first. Duke and Delilah are both able to pass. And then with Rahi being the last, with Rahi's dex being deceptively high, Rahi also passes.
So who fails?
So, Dara, and also, I keep forgetting about Bean. I keep only rolling 4 dice.
How could you forget about Bean?
So sorry. Dara and Bean both failed the check.
Okay, so they're going to take full damage, plus they're knocked prone.
Okay.
And this is bludgeoning damage, and they're gonna take full damage is 21, so half that.
Okay, so it'd be 10 damage for those. Okay, got it. Not a problem.
Is Bean raging yet?
For the simplicity of this, I have factored in his rage. Yes.
Ah!
Dang, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
We got that.
He's always mad.
We got that.
I'm always angry.
He's like the Hulk.
Okay. That
And
did
then-
her as you go into your storm sorcerer form, and as you look around for any Rahi is immediately just like confusion across her face as you look over, and where is the nearest source of liquid to you?
It's gonna be all of the beer coming out of the cups.
It would be every single drink of everybody in the jury as you and you watch as, you know, a cup here, 2 cups here, a pint, maybe an entire jug, but you watch as all of these small little portions of water become the largest orb you've ever seen within a tavern, Olive, rivaling what you have seen the Terraborgs do during their, like, displays of their elegance, as this water rushes over and immediately covers Rahi, Duke, Delilah, Bean, and Dara, washing them. You watch as like their legs are cut up by the vines and thorns poking out of the ground as they all... The damage is not insignificant, and they are in difficult terrain, and they are now sticky. And so it's just not great. It's not amazing for anybody involved.
All right, then I'm going to... Okay, I'm gonna go 5 feet to here. Then I'm going to go 30 feet to here. And I think like I'm floating a little bit, so I can just go right over it.
And you are just running so you give me a quick, just a DC, I'll say it's DC 5 acrobatics check just to jump over the little half wall there.
Pass.
Pass, excellent. It literally just like, as you just kind of float over it.
So was it a bonus action to do? It doesn't say, it says other, so I guess it's not technically a bonus
meta magic
action.
is just a thing
Perfect.
you do. It's not an action or bonus action.
All right, great. So I'm also gonna do a bonus action. Oh, I'm trying to think what I want to do. From here, comes out from me. Is it possible to hit from where I'm at? Would I be able to hit both Bean and Delilah?
With what? Because you want to use a bonus action, right?
So I'm going to, I guess it's 5. So what I'm thinking of doing is 5 feet wide. So would that be able to hit both of them directly from me?
I mean, so what spell do you want to cast?
I am going to convert 3 sorcery points to cast lightning bolt. Because as a bonus action, you can convert sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points. Wait, I can't do that on my turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
though,
what?
Right?
Yeah, if it's anything,
I don't need to do that.
If it's anything
I
but a
read it
cantrip, you
wrong.
cannot do that 2 times in your turn. Make sense?
Okay, that's fine. Oh, so you just like convert sorcery points. Okay,
Yes, to get spell slots back, yeah.
Get spell slots back. All right, then I'm just gonna hit.
If
Go
you
ahead.
have Quicken spell, you can make a spell that was an action of bonus action, but you can't cast 2 spells in one turn. It's a spell and a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to change it to a bonus action, and then I'm gonna cast that at 3rd level spell slot.
Okay, what do I got to do?
Oh shit! You know what? They're good at dexterity saving throws. Never mind. I'm just gonna hit Rahi with a ray of frost and see if I beat her.
Okay, go ahead, go crazy.
Let me hit. Sorry, guys. It's only a 13.
13 does not hit, sadly.
Yeah, I know. All right, that's it. Sorry for the
No,
confusion.
not a problem. Ray of Frost. You watch as the metal of her armor just absorbs it. As you you do remember that because of Rahi's class into Paladin, she has plate mail armor on, so her AC is very high for what she can do. With all, so with that, you already took your movement. Excellent. We then go down to the Duke LaCroix, as we're gonna see. As this is the first time you guys are gonna watch the Duke kind of pop off. You guys are immediately able to recognize. You remember that Rahi held her action, And as you remember what exactly she held her action for, you are able to watch as the Duke goes, my pantaloons are being ripped up by thorns and vines. Rahi, this will not do. As Rahi goes, yep. You're able to watch as the Duke's sleeve of his coat begins to unravel as you've seen it do before. And as Rahi extends her arm out, you watch as the strands of the fabric latch around Rahi's arm as she pulls as hard as she can. And with the Duke's additional movement from that magical item and Rahi yanking him out of the thorns, just basically straight up as he swings as if he is going from mast to mast on a pirate ship, Kaori, you are able to watch as the Duke with a rapier drawn lands directly in front of you. Kaori.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I am going to... A couple things are going to happen here. First thing that's going to happen... Your AC is 14, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Give me 1 second here. Can you give me an opposed sleight of hand check?
Opposed sleight of hand. Yes, I can. Let's roll this one. That is a 14.
Excellent. 14. Duke gets a +7 to this roll.
Ugh.
You are able to watch as the Duke comes in. You are able to watch as he swings towards you. Do you have a weapon drawn or just the Dame Slayer?
As I walk forward, I swing the Dame Slayer around and do draw my rapier.
As you draw your rapier, the Duke, with insanely quick fencing movements, you're able to feel his gentleman's rapier tap into the steel of yours. Immediately, he cuts your forearm for 11 points of damage, and then with a quick slaps your fingers with the hilt of his blade as your rapier just flies out of your hand as he has now disarmed you of your rapier.
Okay.
As he points, given his cloak was his bonus action, that being his action, as he takes his rapier, and now that you're disarmed, and just kind of like gently places it across your cheek, he looks to you, and give me a quick insight check.
Okay. Insight.
This will have to be very high.
Oh, it's cocked. I'm rolling it again. Okay. That is a 22.
As you look at the Duke, as you kind of like, this is a conversation that you guys have just with your eyes, just between the two of you, and you're able to watch as his eyes kind of squint, and his eyes gesture back to his, like, basically back to his left twice. As you are able to look at him, you look past him, and you're able to recognize Rahi can't see the Duke's face right now. And here's the conversation you guys kind of have with your eyes right now. The Duke looks at you, rapier at your cheek, and he kind of squints a little bit. And from this squint, you glean that he really doesn't want to hurt anybody in this fight. What do you do with your eyes back?
I sort of like squint back and kind of smirk at him as if to say, a performance it is then.
As he then kind of widens his eyes and looks to his cloak sleeves, and as he looks back towards you, he then glances down at both of your arms, and with that he says, do you want to... With that, it kind of means like he has a plan. Do you trust him with the plan?
I subtly nod.
With your subtle nod and your confirmation that this is what you want to do, you are able to watch as the Duke goes, then on Gazen! And then with one of his sleeves, extends it out and wraps it around your arm as you and the Duke are now connected by his sleeve. And we will figure out what that can do in a little bit. Make sense?
Okie doke.
So I'm going.
Sounds like a plan.
Do me a favor, because you're gonna go before him in initiative. If you move somewhere, if you want to if you figure out what's going on, if you move somewhere, just do me a favor and just draw a line, red, in between you and the Duke. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. With that, we then move down to Bean. I'm gonna be very honest. Bean goes, He looks down to the vines and the thorns. No. As he just begins walking through the difficult terrain.
No, he's prone. He's prone.
Yeah, as he gets up, he just rips his way out of there. And with difficult terrain, 5, 10, 15, climbs up on this desk right here. How much damage? Is it difficult? Does it take any damage from that or no, Mud?
No, it's a first level spell.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, thank you then. As Bean is then going to go, you say mean things. As you watch as Bean, with his axes, he goes, not like last time. He puts his axes into his belt as he then grabs a chair from the desk, which he is now standing upon. You are all able to watch from the jury pool a fire genasi go, Bean, Bean, and immediately just begins screaming no as Bean is going to throw a chair at Cowrie.
This is a disadvantage.
It would be at disadvantage, yes.
Bean.
Has to beat
I'm sorry.
a 14. This has to be a 7 on the lowest die. Makes sense?
Okay, yeah.
With a 12 and
He's
a 6.
proficient with improvised weapons?
He's a tavern brawler. That's all he's done his whole life. From the moment Bean was born at 8 years old, he has been fighting for his life.
Wait, what did Bean roll?
So Bean just rolled an attack roll with the chair that he's going to throw at Cowrie.
Yes, I know, but with disadvantage, what did he get?
He got a 12. He got a 12. He got a 12 plus 4 for a 16.
Ben Luck.
What does that do?
I spend 2 sorcery points as my reaction. He has to subtract a d4 from his attack roll.
Do me a favor and roll that d4 for me. If this is a 2, if this is a 2 or higher, he misses.
Fuck! That's a 1.
That is
okay.
That is a 1.
It's all right, bud. You're doing great.
No one can stop the bean train.
No.
Bean.
Full of beans.
Cowrie, as you and the Duke are having, it's like 4 or 5 seconds as you guys are having this conversation, eyes squinting, eyes opening, and as the Duke, basically grapples you with this thing, you're able to watch the Duke's hat, Macaroni, you watch as the feather, as the Duke goes, shit! As he ducks his head, you see a chair fly out from behind the Duke and slam into you, dealing you 12 points of damage as it crashes into you.
Okay.
And actually, give me a quick dex save, if you will.
Okay.
Don't you have evasion or something?
Not yet, no.
Ah.
That is a freaking 24 dex save.
At 24, it hits you, and you're able to kind of roll, and you realize that's going to be a bruise. That's going to be an entire bruise on your shoulder and on the side of your jaw.
Psst, Cowrie, do you have uncanny dodge?
I don't think I do yet. I'm only
Damn
level
it.
3 rogue.
That's a level 2 or 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
Like,
it yet.
If you're a level 3 rogue, I feel like you should
3,
have.
definitely. I think it might be level 2. Okay, then.
Yeah.
And after
Anyways,
Bean,
it's a
that's going to be
reaction
his
or something.
whole turn. Then we have Olive with Yorda on deck. Olive, what are you doing?
Cool. Would it require a check to hop into this box behind me?
Give me just a DC 5 acrobatics check.
Boop.
Okay, that's level 5.
6.
6, excellent. You watch Cowrie just take this chair. The chair explodes. You're able to watch a very official-looking fire genasi go, no! As all of you get up and over there, as your foot kind of catches because you want to make sure Cowrie's okay, as you are then in the box. You barely make it.
And do I get any kind of cover from in here or not?
It would be half cover.
Half cover? Okay. Seeing what this big man just did, I'm literally gonna do an Uno reverse. The chair on the desk closest to me, does that weigh between 1 to 5 pounds?
I would say yes, it would.
Then I would like to catapult that chair right back over to Bean.
Go ahead.
Hold on, let me just make sure he's... Oh, yeah, it's a 60-foot
Oh, yeah, he's within range.
Yeah, he's in range. He has to make a dex save, DC 15.
A dex save. Oh, Bean is not that dexterous. Has to be
He's a big boy.
DC 15.
Yes.
Has to be a 17 or higher for him to pass, as he fails miserably with a 0.
Wonderful. He is gonna take 4d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
No, sorry. Sorry, 3d8 bludgeoning damage. I'm casting
Okay.
this at first level. Yeah. Ooh. 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
22 points of bludgeoning damage.
He halves it. I know.
Still, that's an absurd amount of bludgeoning damage.
I can do more.
20
I'ma
down
do
to
it again.
11. That would be okay. You watch as this chair, Bean chucks it, and immediately another chair is. He's like, free chair, as it slams into his head and just shatters as his eyes close and his lips wince as that hurt him. Yes.
Awesome. And then, yeah. Bonus action, I'm gonna, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna hop, go like 5'10" over into these chairs. Fuck, he's not in range.
Who?
Your boy.
Me?
You.
How close do I have to be? I'm like 5 feet from you.
No, sorry, your other boy, not your main boy. Your other boy.
Secondary boy.
Boy.
Actually,
My real boy.
Yeah, a real boy. A real boy. Sorry. Let me.
If you want Yorda to go, we can then come back to you.
No. It's just depending whether I'd use my bonus action or not. Yeah. Screw it. I'm gonna use my bonus action. Seeing this, whatever this is between the Duke and Cowrie, and I'm gonna cast True Strike on the Duke.
Okay. What does that do?
I get a brief insight into his defenses, and on my next turn, I have advantage on my first attack roll against the target.
For Duke, what do you want to know about him?
His biggest fear in life. His biggest insecurity.
I mean, like, technically, I, if it's allowed, I would like to know like his AC, hit points, any resistances of the like.
I'll do this for you. Duke LaCroix has an AC of 17, and he does not have any resistances. He's just a guy. He's a rich guy who's good at fencing.
And hit points?
I will not give you hit points, sadly.
Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, that's my turn.
Gab's like, bad, Drew.
Oh shit! I did not roll wild magic. One sec.
Roll wild magic for me.
Okay, for the catapult, I'm good, and for true sight, I'm good.
Awesome. What are we up to?
4.
We are up to 4 or lower. Got it. And then Yorda, what are you doing?
I will look to Cowrie and say, do you need assistance with this man all up in your grove?
I say, I've got this one. You can go ahead on the others.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over yonder
Yonder over yonder.
yonder way, and seeing this poor, ill of head, innocent woman on the ground in all these vines, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as my bonus action to appear over her head in the shape of, I don't know,
It was like a spear,
a cat's
right?
paw.
in the shape of a horseshoe, because why not?
Okay, killer.
And
You have advantage.
exactly, the horseshoe is going to bonk the woman on the head.
Dara, right here.
Yes, Dara.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to do a horseshoe. Oh no, wait, hold on.
No, just put a little token in there. Put a little celestial token
Oh, a
in
little
there.
horse. Here you
Or a
go.
little horse.
There you go.
Whatever token you deem appropriate for spiritual weapon will be the shape that it takes.
You name it whatever you want.
I don't care. Let me look. How about a book? Because why not?
You want it to look like a book?
Yeah, put the wizard icon there.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. And then so do me a favor as I get that in. Do me a favor and just roll your attack on the prone Dara.
The higher of the two is a 19.
That's going to hit.
Woo!
So she takes... Ooh! Max damage. 12 points of damage.
12
from
points
knowledge.
of damage. My goodness gracious.
She gets knowledge damage.
You look up as Dara. Give me 1 second, actually. Dara is like, it looks like Dara's head is like serious. She's like sweating now. She's a little bit pale, and she's like, "Could it get any worse?" As a book begins slamming into her face, it opens up and it clasps around her head and starts slamming her head into the ground. As Dara is hurt.
Ouchie.
For my action, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
Awesome. With Yorda, all that great move. Dara stands up, and Dara is going to do two.
She has to roll to escape out of it.
Roll to escape out of it.
Yeah. Let me triple check. I think so.
She's restrained. Right. What do I got to do?
Yeah. I believe you just have to roll and beat a... can use its action to make a strength check against my spell's save DC. So you have to do a strength check of 14. Not a saving throw, a check.
Yeah, as an action, got it. That is a 15 on the die, passes.
Cool, so that's her action.
Action, got it. And with her, what does she have? Perfect. With that, she's going to... It'd be 10 feet of movement out, 10 feet of movement right there. Object interaction, grabs one of the candles off of the side of the wall, just keeping this place lit. You watch as she tosses it over into the center of these vines. She tosses it right over here. And you're able to watch as... I can't erase the whole thing, but what I will do is I'll do this. We will just make a line right here. As the fire... I'm just going to do a quick check for the fire. You do not want a 15 or higher. That is a 16 on the die. You watch as from the... Again, we've been in Live and Lean before. This place is very contained. It's built for this. There literally is a fire genasi lawyer off in the corner. As the dry wood immediately catches fire as this square right here...
Mud starts losing his fucking mind.
Is burned away, as that is no longer difficult terrain right there. That being the object interaction, and then is going to... Everyone here give me a perception check.
Can't attack. She used her action to escape. Okay.
I said perception check.
I know.
4.
4.
A 12.
27.
I got...
23.
I got a 21.
21. Everybody except for Cowrie, you guys are able to watch as Dara disappears into a pink chunky mist. Yes,
Ew.
and disappears from the battlefield, and only Cowrie...
Not even me?
No, sadly, with a 25 stealth check, Cowrie, only you are able to see. You're able to hear. You're able to hear. As you watch as buttons scratching on things, you see ink begin to kind of like splatter onto the back of Dara, who's currently hiding right near buttons. Successfully hiding from almost all of you.
Okay.
It won her the fight in the moonlight. It got her far in the fight in the moonlight, so it's gonna... who says it's not gonna work now? That being Dara turns, we go back to the top of the initiative. Cowrie, what are you doing?
Okay. To understand my unspoken agreement with the Duke, is it to like not do a ton of damage to each other, or like...
You don't know what his... so you get the sense, right... Give me an insight check, I'll say, if you want to understand more.
Okay. Sure. That is a 15.
a 15. You get the sense that the Duke wants to... As you look over and you see that Rahi is gearing up to move like a missile towards her, you get the sense that the Duke wants to prevent as much harm from being done as possible and understands that Rahi is the biggest threat right now. But what he wants to do specifically, you're unable to kind of parcel that out. Make sense?
Okay. Then I am going to pull 32 from my belt and make an attack against him.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm deciding whether or not I want to do sneak attack or not. Okay. That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. This is my new thing, so I'm going to do it. Because there is no one within 5 feet of us, I still get sneak attack on him.
Okay.
Huge.
I'll just eat up the squares here. Squares, squares, squares.
So
If I flanked him, we could have killed this man. Metaphorically.
I don't want to kill him.
Metaphorically.
Okay, that is what type of damage is that? That is 10 points of piercing damage with 32, and I make a show of like pulling the blade and flourishing it and like slashing at like I slash like each of his like I slash one of his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And like strike a pose kind of with my sword. And then with my bonus action, do you still have Bardic Inspiration? Or did you? Okay.
I do. I have yours. I got rid of the D8.
Okay. Then with my bonus action, I see Mud freaking out back there. So as I have my sword, I kind of like look over my shoulder and I'm like, no one's trying to kill anyone. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And you have a D6 Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
And if it's allowed, I want to call out, that MILF-looking woman's hiding over by buttons.
Can we see her now?
I will say that you're able to just see like a dilated pupil head just kind of sticking out from around the corner.
Cowrie's got a home
Shut up, Sari.
for beautiful people.
The MILF's over there. Get her.
The beautiful woman, not that one. Also not that one, the other one.
The
My
other
MILF
one.
senses are tingling.
Olive, you're doing great.
What?
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
And with that, any
That's my
movement,
turn.
Cowrie.
I'm gonna hang there with the Duke.
Okay, not a problem at all. We then go down to Delilah and Rahi, being very quick about it. Y'all are scattered like jacks. What a good idea that was. Rahi calls out and goes, and you realize, like, again, a woman that is a captain, very good in battle situations, goes, archers, back line! And with that, Delilah's gonna take aim at Mud. First attack. That is going to be a 14. Does that hit you? Mud.
Let me look. No.
No, it does not hit you. The second one is going to be a natural 20.
That does hit.
That does hit. Give me 1 second here. So that's going to be... Mud, you are going to take 12 points of piercing damage as
Got
an
it.
arrow... the first one, as you kind of move your head over, as it sticks into the half wall behind you, as you turn around as you, towards that arrow, as you whip your head back around and look back towards Delilah, you are no longer in a tavern. You just see a dark forest, and you're able to hear and you hear animals and insects as you see an arrow come out of the darkness, slam into your chest, and as soon as it slams in your chest, as you blink and you open your eyes, you are back in the tavern.
No!
Okay. And with that, Delilah is going to just keep sitting pretty and stay exactly where she is as we then move down to Rahi. Rahi is then going to, I'm going to be honest, Gab, it's I've been describing it the whole time, is going to fly, no difficult terrain, 5, 10, 15, 10 feet away from Yorda, so no attack of opportunity, and comes up to level with you, her.
Great.
as Rahi, in all honesty, is just going to start swinging for the fences.
If I use my bonus action, does that mean I don't have a reaction?
No, you.
They're different
Okay.
things.
Sorry,
You have a reaction.
We're good. Just checking.
Okay, got it.
I don't know what I was thinking.
First thing to hit you is going to be a 20, not a natural 20, dirty 20. Second, and then she has 2 attacks. Second one is going to be, that is going to be a 27.
Shield on that. Oh, no, I can't do shield on that one. That's not going to cut anything down.
20, her. I will say if you want a shield on the first one, her first one can miss if you want.
Yeah, I'll do shield.
Perfect.
So that's a 20. That'll be like a 21. 17 plus 5, so 22.
You are able to watch as Rahi comes rushing in. You see as electricity is jolting off of her hand guard and her bracers and her chest plate as she comes in with a strong first shot towards you. You go, and a wall of storm clouds explodes out from your hand as you hear the resonance of thunder as her fist crashes into it, and you have a momentary, almost like relief, like almost like a moment as like you just avoided being hit very hard as you watch a fist plunge through the storm clouds and slam directly into the center of your face as you take 15 points of damage, bludgeoning damage. You are just knocked silly by Rahi's swing. With all of that being Rahi's turn, her now over there, we then go down to Mud. What are you doing?
For my bonus action, I would like to rage.
You may rage, Mud.
Mud just starts, like, convulsing in on himself. You hear the crick-crack of his bones start to shift in his skin as animal, like, grunts and screams start to... as he, will take his bestial form. It's almost like he's trying to wild shape, but it's not going all the way. And so I will take form of the beast with my claws.
Okay.
And I know I'm not close enough to Delilah. I am close enough to Dara with my 40 feet of movement to get up right up on her. Because as I go rage, the entangle spell drops.
Okay.
Because it's concentration. And I want to just into her.
Go ahead and give me your attacks.
Cool. The lower one was a... what's math? What's 21? The lower one was a 21.
Definitely hits.
Okay. So that's... cool. And rage does extra damage, right?
I don't think so.
If you're using a strength-based weapon, then I think so.
Yeah, it's my hand. Oh, it might be built in.
I think it adds it already. I believe
I get +2 melee damage with strength weapons. Do my claws count as strength weapons?
Are you attacking with a strength modifier? I would assume so.
Yeah.
I'll count it. Sure.
Yeah, because it's like
Cool.
an unarmed strike, which is plus your strength mod. So.
Ooh, that's good.
Murder.
So 7
Ew.
plus 10, because I have a +5 already, because I have a 20 strength. 7 plus 10 for 17 plus 4 for 21 damage on both my attacks, and I'm just going to like scream in her face.
As you watch, you're all able to watch Mud, if I may describe this.
Yes.
Mud goes into this bestial form, and in a combination of almost like, do you mind if I ask people to give a nature check real quick? As your movement, you run on 2 legs, and then you gallop, and then you bound, and then you hop. It's this gross, like, Frankenstein's monster of movement. What everybody get? Anybody get above a 13?
Oh, we're all rolling?
Nope.
Yes, nature check.
I did
No.
not.
13.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Got a 16.
16? With her, you rolling that?
Oh, I did. I got an 11.
11. Yorda and Cowrie, you're able to watch Cowrie. You'd recognize this as a Selkie. just like the villain of a lot of like children's tales being like polar bears. You're able to recognize Mud momentarily in his galloping looks like he is moving like how a bear runs after prey, but Yorda, you recognize maybe 3 or 4 steps later, is almost bounding like how Skylar and you were bounding down the streets. It's almost like Mud is moving as multiple animals at once, and you are then able to watch as Mud slashes at Dara. Mud grabs Dara's head, slams it into the side of the door. He starts brutalizing Dara, essentially. Yeah, oh god, I'm gonna have to edit that out.
I'm so sorry.
I'm deaf. As Dara is looking hurt.
It's what it is. I'll turn my sensitivity down.
Dara's looking very hurt. Oh my god, I've tinnitus immediately. Mud, is that your turn?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. The card lied to you. We lied to you all. As we then move down to her. Her, what are you doing?
I mean, he is a druid. He's just also
he's a little different. He's differently different, you know?
Is it possible to do an insight check to see like what kind? I don't know if it would be insight, but if I could see like what sort of things Rahi is resistant to because of her armor.
Because of her armor, yeah, go ahead and give me a check.
Oh shit! It's only a 9.
A 9. I will give you this because you beat a 5. Rahi is resistant to your kinds of lightning damage.
So only lightning that I know of. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what I'm gonna do, as a bonus action, I am going. No, I'm gonna do this first. Okay. I'm going to, as a second level, cast Chaos Bolt on her. So I will go ahead and roll that. 22 to hit. If not, I can roll my Bardic.
22 hits.
22 hits. Perfect. And then that is 2d8 poison damage. 16 points of damage.
Holy shit.
2 8s on that. Very nice. And then I'm going to, after I feel like it's almost like rain. It's almost like poison rain. Or like, you know, like
awesome.
where it like kind of burns the skin. I'm then going to Misty Step. Yeah, we're gonna Misty Step and get the hell out of here. And that is 30 feet. So I'm going to I'm gonna Misty Step to about here. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to somehow get across the crowd and just go to the back wall, right? Like
this,
or about like
so
like
this will take an acrobatics check as
right,
you try
I actually
to...
just want to like be in the middle to like make it more like difficult for people to see.
Okay, you watch as pirates begin kind of looking up at you. I mean, like, I'm not even sure if you're supposed to be back here. What the? Okay.
Free beer on me if you stay quiet.
Wait, you took my beer. She's right here, and starts pointing down to you.
All right, it's fine. Will I get cover at least? Well, I'll do the acrobatics.
You're surrounded by people, so we will see when we get there. But you watch as like that poison rain hits Rahi. You watch as like her eyes go a little, sorry, lack of eyes. You watch as her like a little bit of blood starts like coming out of her gums, and she just goes like. You gave me scurvy, as she just gets even more furious.
All right, let me get you the acrobatics check. Okay. What do I need to be?
Oh no, that was only to see how far you could get through the people.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 15, so I guess I wanna be almost like right here actually, so I can leave if I need to.
Okay.
If you allow that. All right. And then that is the end of my turn.
Okay, absolutely awesome. Then next up is the Duke LaCroix. The Duke's plan is kind of shot because, oh no, actually, what he is gonna do, the Duke is going to look to Yorda. Turns back to you and go and give me a quick insight check. If you want to try to understand why he's looking at you, give me an insight check. If you don't care and just want to fight, do not give it to me.
Is he looking at me like Besides his usual shit-eating grin type look, or is
Yes,
it...
he's like, it looks like he's begging you.
Okay, then I'll roll. Fine, I suppose. That's terrible. It's a 14. No, wait, is that a 9 or a 6? I think it's a 6. It's an 11.
That's an 11. The Duke is praying that you beat the shit out of him. he's hoping for the best.
It's praying I beat the shit out of him?
Yes. You have no idea what he's thinking.
And then Yorda's head, he's like, he wants me to beat him up. But Cowrie said, leave him alone. Leave them alone. Yorda's very confused, and he just wants to bonk people.
Okay.
Can I give Yorda the help action by because I know
Sure.
that Duke's up to shenanigans and be like, I'm also making
Sure,
eyes
give me that
and,
insight check again,
motions.
yes.
Another insight check. Yeah. I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12. Still, Cowrie's like,
One better.
Cowrie's like, do it. Beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
As the Duke is going to, recognizing that, as he's like, I should have figured, as the Duke is going to take 5, yeah, easily, just Kong vaults over the desk really quickly, lands with his foot on the chair, lands back, lands in a kneeling position, is going to take both of his attacks on you, Yorda, as he understands that you're going to be hostile. What's up?
Ah, asshole.
Did I get an attack of opportunity?
If you would like to take an attack of opportunity, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Why is my book's name Lambo?
No, because knowledge, that's why.
Oh. Okay.
I got a 19.
You got that definitely hits.
8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage to the Duke. I'll write that down right now. The Duke is going to look to you, Yorda, and is going to action surge, take 4 attacks on you.
Ouchie.
What's up?
I said ouchie.
First one was a 15, misses. Second one was a nat 20. I'm gonna roll 2 more.
Ouch.
And both of the, and then, so it's gonna be 3 attacks successful on you. So it's going to be, I'll let you know this right now. It's going to be 5d8 plus 15.
Can I bend luck the nat 20 so it's not a nat 20? I can see them. I can see them, I think. You can
A nat
see
20 removes a d4.
Mhm.
You know
so
what?
So wait.
Well,
so
just,
it might
we'll
not
just
even
see if
hit.
it just, well...
Let me roll the
Oh.
D4. At least it won't be a crit, but I don't know if it also may not hit you because your AC is 20,
So
20,
the
right?
Duke gets a +7. So no matter, so you know what? Here's what I'll allow.
Yeah, but it can take away a different attack.
If you do that, it will remove the critical hit damage.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can do that. Olive, how does this work for you as I reroll this damage? That's gonna be a 3. Got it.
Let me mark these sorcery points. I think because I'm so low in the initiative, I'm just trying to survey the field and see like what's going on, and like seeing the Duke separate from Cowrie and go to Yorda seems odd. So I like stand up and point at the Duke, and say, "Well, that doesn't seem very fair now, does it?"
With your, you're able to watch as like, that doesn't seem very fair. As the air between you and the Duke warbles like it's underwater for just a second, as the Duke is taken up by your words, and just as he is thrusting towards you, Yorda, you're able to feel as it scrapes just above your hip as his nat 20 misses your midsection where you are exposed with your armor. Excellent job, Olive.
I have an interesting question about the attacks that hit me. How much damage does the first one do, specifically?
The first one specifically is going to do
If it matters. I don't think it will.
11 points of
Okay.
damage.
Okay, yeah. Then just give me the total.
Got it. Yorda, the Duke approaches you and goes, "To be very honest, I have been hoping this day would come. You have been, let us say, bullying me for the past several days."
Fair.
Oh, just wait till it's my turn, buddy.
Well, that we can. I mean, I would love to, but I see an opportunity. I see an opportunity here, and he sticks his rapier into your shoulder, in between your shoulder plate and your breastplate. You see, and I also see an opportunity here and here, as he takes his rapier, as he cuts across both of your inner thighs, as you're gonna take 31 points of damage from the Duke's attacks.
He also takes, for striking me where he does, he takes 10 points of cold damage as my Armor of Agathis bursts off of me as he strikes into me. So you said the total was 31?
31 points of damage, yes. What's your HP looking like?
So my temp goes away, which is 26.
Armor of Agathis, clutch.
I'm okay. If he did it to me, if he did the exact same thing to me again, I wouldn't be okay. But okay.
As he then looks to you, as he goes, but with that, again, au revoir! And then he hops over the half wall and then leaves your threatened area, taking an attack of opportunity for me.
Yes, get back here, shitface.
Do you have Sentinel?
Sentinel, no.
Thank God. Okay.
I fucking...
That would have been bad.
You would be up Shit's Creek if I'd said
my plan.
That's a natural 20.
Oh!
Come here, shitface.
It's like you, with Olive's help, you stole the nat 20 from him and went.
Mine now, bitch.
There's 14 bonk damage.
Okay, the
Bonk-
Duke has
bonk
2
is-
hit points left. Excellent. As like, he's like, au revoir, as he turns, your Warhammer hits him directly in the back of the head, and you're able to watch as he just momentarily, and just slumps over the half wall, does a full, buck spin over it, lands on his back, and goes,
ragdolls for a second.
why am I on the floor? He picks himself back up, and you see he runs, and he jumps, like, in between both of his legs, over this patron of the bar right here, and gets up on this table. Yorda, you're able to see at your eye line right now, in a diagonal going down, a red strip of cloth on his arm, connecting him to Cowrie. With that, that's now the Duke's turn. It is now Bean's turn. Bean is Bean looks and goes like, hey, get away from the tiny. As Bean jumps down from his desk, and as Bean is going to grab another chair, and is going to take 2 attacks, 1 chair attack, and then an axe attack on you, Yorda, okay?
Chair attack.
Yeah.
Chair attack. Getting bonked by your own boy.
It's the way it goes.
Tank versus tank, baby.
Chair attack is going to hit with an 18 plus 5 for a 23. And for the axe attack, that is going to hit with a 13 plus 7 for a 20 exactly.
Oh.
Boo, you sir.
Why is he better? Oh, wait, no, he's better with an axe than a chain. I thought it was the other way around.
As Bean, give me 1 second just to roll this damage real quick.
Don't do it, Bean. I made you. Don't do it.
I made you, and I can unmake you.
Exactly.
Yorda, you don't even kind of like hear him say it. What you feel though is you do feel 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he, a chair explodes over your back and makes you just stumble forward a little bit. As you whip around to look at Bean, you see as a hand axe comes and plants itself directly in your shoulder, doing 20 points of damage to you. So it's
Ouchie!
I believe 24 points of damage total.
Ouch, kabibbles.
What's your HP looking like?
Bad.
Bad. JJ goes, Bean, no kill, no stop. As Bean goes, sorry, and just pulls the axe out as a geyser of blood begins coming out of your shoulder. Bean is most dangerous when he is up close, sadly. We then get down to Olive and Yorda on deck. Olive, what are you doing?
Hold on, my playback has been paused due to inactivity.
Oh God.
I would like to keep watching.
But you're being so active though.
Okay. Speaking of active, I move to get up in the fight. I'm gonna hop back in 5, 10, 15 next to Cowrie. I turn to him and be like, what is going on between you and the Duke?
I couldn't even tell you. He keeps making faces. There's this thing. It's probably fine. I don't know.
All right. It seems as though he's hopped the wall. And I turn to look at Delilah. Would you like to help me take her out?
Let me see.
You don't have to. If you're busy with something else, I can handle it.
Let me see. I will. I'm worried about Yorda over there with Bean. I might go help out over there. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. I did not factor that in. Okay, I think I can help with that. 1 second. And
I'll try and hit her with something ranged next turn.
No, this is more dire. This probably will be a long shot, but we'll see. I'm gonna look at Bean, and let me make sure he's in range, or if I need to get closer. Yeah, he's in range. I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earth and Grass at Bean. It's a DC 15 Strength check, so it's a bit of a crapshoot here.
I will admit that is a long shot, but it is me rolling, so we will see. I'm gonna roll the blood dice, and we're gonna see. Now this has to. It's a DC 15, 14,
15. Yeah,
15. This has to be a 5 or lower. Okay.
Okay.
With a 4 on the die.
Yes!
Because it's me.
Oh, I love you and your terrible dice rolls.
You cast out and you realize a large figure, Yorda in danger, just like Emmons Tower. And what worked in Emmons Tower? What worked in Livenleen? You watch as the boards of the floor begin cracking up, the moisture within them bending to your will, as Bean goes, even the floor is angry, as it begins grasping onto him, as Maximilian Earthen's grasp is successful and holds onto him.
So he's going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. That's only 3.
Praise Clumpin!
That's only 3 bludgeoning damage, but he is restrained for the spell's duration.
Only having one arm free, Bean is like, but why? I fought so well! As he's just locked up.
You are not being nice!
I fight for money.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You were being first. I'm just defending myself.
Olive, absolutely awesome. What are you doing?
Let me roll wild magic.
Blow up.
I blow up.
You blow up?
I surge. So.
What happened?
Blow up.
You're right next to Cowrie.
Oh no!
I need to get my shit. Wait, where's my phone?
Oh god, hold on.
What do you roll?
Blaze of Glory.
So I surge. Let me roll my D100. Jesus. 84.
Dear God.
I
And not even I know what happened.
I'm concerned by the opportunity for drama.
Does it get worse the greater the number you roll?
Just the chances for my surge goes up every time I don't surge. So now I'm at a 5. I have to hit a 5 or lower on a D20 to surge.
I thought since you surged, does it reset?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So because you surge, we're back down to
Jesus
1.
Christ!
Perfect.
Could you imagine? Just, Olive, stop blowing up! Just don't cast any more spells ever again!
Hit a nat 20 and you won't surge.
Olive, as you command those boards up and you survey the battlefield very quickly, and you look over to Dara. As you look over to Dara, and as you do so, as Mud basically grabs her head and into the corner of stone and slams it into there, you are able to see shifting out of her like waves of water. You're able to see an old water genasi man appear out of her. This water genasi man stands up, turns, and looks at you with a rigid straight back and a cocked neck. And old, of course, but where you have seen people that have been old, this man looks decrepit. as you're able to see long, straight, white, greasy, matted hair across one side of his face. You're able to see half of a long, straight, white beard. You see his clothes completely ragged and torn. As you're able to see only half of hair, half of a beard, half of hair, parts of clothing, as you realize coming out of his mouth, growing out of the side of his eye, you're able to see some kind of like weird purple growth stretching to the back of his head. You're also able to see it like popping out of like his collarbone and his hip bone all on his right side. And as he looks at you, he goes... As he approaches you very rigidly, he runs with his arms completely straight. And as he comes directly up to you, you are able to watch as he says, "Bring me peace." As he says this, you are able to feel your heart momentarily stop, as you're going to take 6 points of psychic damage. As he speaks so loudly, you feel your entire body vibrate. With that, as you clutch at your chest, hit the ground, you look back up, the man is gone, the fight is still going, and that was your wild magic surge.
Did she like fall?
She hits the ground momentarily and then picks herself back up.
Olive.
Are you okay? Did you old man, did you see an old man?
Is he an old man?
No.
No.
To you, that happened like Olive cast that spell, just for some reason clutched at her chest, hit the ground, stood back up.
I saw you land that 6 spell on that big guy.
And unfortunately, because of that surge, I do drop concentration on earth and grass.
Oh, because of the psychic damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
I get up.
Can you flip your coin?
Nah, I want to fail.
That's fair. Failure's fine.
Failure's fine. Can I make like an Arcana check to see if there was any lasting effects, or if that was it?
Give me an Arcana check, and then give me a Perception check with advantage.
Oh boy. Jesus. Arcana check was only a 6.
Okay.
Perception was 19.
The 19, incredible. So for the Arcana check, nothing. Very sorry. Too fast. It hurt. Again,
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, you realize that as your heart stopped, as you're coming out of it now, the lights are incredibly bright in here, and you kind of have a bit of like a headache raking across the right side. And just as you kind of hit the ground from that, you looked over to Dara, and as Mud kind of like pulls her hair back, just to kind of like just keep slashing again, it's like a torrent of just like blades and claws, basically. You were able to see over the shoulder of this old man as your heart began to hurt as you took that damage. Although Mud was not actively hurting Dara in that moment, Dara's face and head winced in pain as the man spoke.
What the fuck?
Gab, we talked about this many, many months ago, and we will, we'll see where this goes. We'll see if you talk to her. But with that, Olive, is that your turn?
It's
It's like the fucking SAT. I just see papers and notes and notepads just flying everywhere.
I know.
Yeah, I just Kara, you see, I'll kind of like disassociate for a second, and then like comes back to it and says, I think I'm fine. I don't know about the woman Mud is. It's fine. One thing at a time. I'm sorry. I dropped the thing on that big guy.
Hey, no, you got this. You're good.
And just for safety's sake, I think I'm just gonna take like this may do me later. Oh nope, wrong tool. I'm just gonna take another 10 like away from Cowrie just in case something else pops off.
Okay.
And fuck it. I'll bonus action True Strike Bean.
Okay, got it.
Give me that boy's defenses.
For Bean has the lowest armor class of anybody you're fighting right now, with only a 14 armor class, being a barbarian.
Okay.
Bean only has 30 feet of movement, and Bean currently has resistance to all damage that is not magical. I believe he has resistance to everything except for things like cold, fire, psychic, things like that.
Normal rage is non-magical, slashing, piercing, bludgeoning.
Yes. I don't believe anybody has a magical... no, Kaori has 32. So all of that, yes.
Okay. Got it. I will shout that information over to Kaori, and then that is my turn.
All good. Yorda, you're up. What do you do? You are dying.
Yes. I'm dying. It is true. But I saw that Duke is hanging on by a thread, and I'll be damned if I'm the first person to exit this party. So I will shift around Bean this way, not leaving his little radius. And I'm going to keep my Warhammer in one hand, with my bonus action cast Thunderous Smite on my Warhammer.
Okay.
And in my other hand, I'm going to take out a javelin.
Okay.
And for my first attack, I'm going to throw said javelin at the Duke.
Okay,
To
go right ahead.
Hopefully knock him out before I get knocked out.
You got to hit a 17, and I'm pretty sure if you hit, this is going to just knock the Duke out just on the base damage alone.
Yeah. I rolled a 17 exactly.
How does your javelin knock out the Duke without killing him?
I'm gonna put it right in the back of his kneecap, so he never walks. I'm kidding. But I put a javelin through his knee because I heard some guard somewhere tell me something about an injury like that. Sounded bad.
Perfect. As the Duke is up on the table, he looks over and goes, like, having that, like, connection with Kaori, goes, Kaori, it is almost time to, as Yorda shucks a javelin, it hits him directly in the knee. He goes, oh, fuck! As he falls over to the right, you watch as he's falling down, his head clocks onto a bar stool as the Duke is unconscious on the bar floor. And Kaori, give me a strength saving throw.
Oops. Oops.
Duke's out.
Remember, you have your coin.
Strength saving throw. 11.
11. Luckily, you beat a 10 as you are only pulled 10 feet. 5 feet forward. As you and the Duke having connected through this strand of clothing. As he falls, he pulls as you go forward.
Okay.
Oh, it's just the action of his body falling.
Yes,
as he's just out immediately. Excellent. Slumber. All right, that was the Duke to ROACHY. I have a plan, ROACHY. Bonk, 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 bonk.
And then with the other attack and my attack action, I will smack Bean upside the jaw with my Warhammer with my Thunderous Smite.
Okay, go crazy.
To inflict wounds upon his face.
Wounds.
Flipping my coin. And says, fuck it. I don't want to miss. I'm using, what's it called? My Channel Divinity Guided Strike. I add 10 to whatever I roll. So I rolled a 2 plus 10 plus 7 is 19.
That hits.
Holy shit.
Wild.
I do not go quietly into the whatever it is.
Into that good night.
Exactly. So what is it? I think it's 3d8 or something. It's something. Let's figure it out.
It's something.
Ooh. I have to split the damage for you, right?
You just give me the damage. I'll modify it.
Well, because the Thunder Smite is not bludgeoning.
Yes. Oh, give me the raw damage first and the Thundering Smite afterwards.
So the raw damage is 12.
Okay.
And the Thunderous Smite is an extra 9 on top of it. 9 unharmed is thunder damage.
As you basically, Bean hits you with that, and as you spin, you take your eyes off of Bean very quickly. Javelin hits the Duke. You watch as the Duke is falling. You're like, he's out of the fight. Excellent. Warhammer on the backswing of your twirl cracks Bean across the jaw. And as your Warhammer hits Bean in the jaw, you're actually able to watch. Well, you don't actually see this, but you realize the power of the storm is within your Warhammer. As Mud, Olive, and Cowrie, you guys watch as lightning chains from Rahi and from her into Yorda's Warhammer and cracks Bean across the face as Bean is looking hurt.
Kill the big fuck! And then that will end my turn.
That's going to end your turn. Perfect. Dara, directly with Mud. Dara's going to take 2 short...
She has 10 feet less of movement because of my slasher feat.
Okay. She's going to fight for her life right in front of you and is going to take 2 short sword attacks on you real quick. That is going to be a hit, and that is both of them are going to hit.
Cool.
It's going to be... And I will half this for you.
I can do basic math, Drew. It's okay.
2 6s plus 3 on each. That's going to be 18 points. So yeah, that's going to be 18 halved to 9 points of damage.
Got it.
However, she's going to use something that I cooked up for her. She has charges of something known as Psychic Discharge. She stabs you twice with this short sword. As you look at Dara, and you recognize that Dara is completely batshit terrified of you, Mud. This is not a... She is not fighting like a warrior. She's not fighting like a tactician. She is fighting like someone who is prepared to die, like someone who's afraid of passing on. And as she slices towards you twice, again, sweating, white, just white complexion, just matted, greasy hair, she reaches towards you and puts a hand onto your temple. And as she puts her hand on your temple, you are able to hear something. What you're able to hear is a vibration that shakes your entire body, and you are then able to hear, "Find the Trinity." And as you hear this, you feel your everything vibrates from your teeth to your skull to your hands to your bones, everything, and you feel your heart momentarily stop as you are going to take... I just had this. You're going to take 16 points of psychic damage as she discharges every single psychic discharge she had.
Woof.
She cannot do that anymore for the rest of the combat, as every charge was already used. But that is what you hear from that.
How much was it?
So it was 9 points of slashing, and then with that, we are then going to loop back up to Cowrie. But before we do, we're going to take a bit of a break. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Hope everyone's having a good time so far. We all having a good time?
Yes.
Yes, and
Yar.
yes.
Yar.
And with that, we will be right back. Thank you, everybody.
Yar. Yar.
Oh.
And we're,
slaps.
And we're, oh yeah, this is great.
Oh man.
Assault of Tenacity by Bardify. Definitely check it out. Great music. But with all that, we are back, and I believe we're back with Cowrie's turn. Cowrie, what are you doing?
Yes, I am going to take my movement over to the bean.
The bean.
And should I keep this red line still happening?
Unless you want to cut it off, yes.
I will leave it in place.
Okay.
So I guess it's like that.
I need to make a quick. You are able to watch as you move over to Bean, and you're able to watch as Rahi, floating in the air. You watch as it just barely clips her ankle as she kind of just like moves a little bit, kind of like not entirely stationary in the air.
Okay. With 32, I am going to make an attack on the bean.
Make an attack on the bean. Make an attack on the bean.
And since we are
You have
flanked,
advantage.
it is
You have
at
advantage.
and I will get sneak attack. Sneak attack. Sneak attack. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. That is 3d6. That is 8 points of piercing damage. And since it's a magical weapon, does that affect the resistances and things?
Yes, you would not have resistance because it's magical. It's a magical attack.
Okie doke. And then with my bonus action, I am going to call over to Yorda. Get back down, and you get up again. Cast healing word. And you are going to heal for. What do I add? Math, dear God. 11 points.
Oh shit!
Going to heal. That with that is a. Sorry, I should have said that's a second level healing word.
Thank you all.
For sure.
Did you do your all your damage for?
Yeah, it was 3d6.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
That is your turn. Excellent turns all around. Olive, you are able to watch as Delilah jumps down from here, and then just taking a wide berth around mud, comes up to this desk here, and goes, "Just surrender now. Just lay down on the ground. I won't shoot you."
To me?
Yes.
I don't think that's how that works.
Fair enough. I don't miss. And takes 2 shots at you.
I mean, she does, but.
Your AC, it's 2 attacks on you, Olive, and your AC is 16, correct?
16 with mage
16,
armor, yes.
both of those are going to hit.
By how much?
First one was a 12 plus 5 for a 17, and the second was a 13 plus 5 for an 18.
I'm gonna bend luck the first one, the 17.
Okay. You gotta hit a 2, you gotta hit a 2, 3, or 4 to make it not hit. Wait.
Or no, I can just, because you said 17, right? My AC is 16.
Yes, but it would need to be below your armor class.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it'd be
I was like, what do you mean?
2, 3, or 4.
I just gotta roll a 1.
Yep.
4. When did she say I never miss?
I never miss.
I don't think that's true.
That's what you say?
Yeah.
As you kind of do some weird shit because of
Please.
Your magic. As you say that, she takes a shot directly towards the center of your chest. As you raise up your hand, and your hand becomes water, essentially, just like
Yeah.
As you raise up your hand, the arrow, and you see it stops directly in your hand and just falls out like it's coming out of the sea. You go yes, and then you watch as a second arrow shoots directly through your forearm, right below your water hand, as you take 11 points of piercing damage.
That hurts, but it's fine.
And that is Delilah's whole turn. We then move down to Rahi.
Ah.
I have something written down for Rahi here. Rahi hates her. Rahi hates her, basically. And they're going to work some stuff out. But Rahi likes the Duke more than she hates her.
Aww.
Looks over and goes, "Duke, no! You kitty cat motherfucker!" And is going to fly over and try to beat the shit out of Yorda.
No.
You watch Yorda as she hits the ground, drifts with her wings around you, and is going to start beating the shit out of you, hopefully. In her mind. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, Moss, you have something to say? Are you sure? Okay, not a problem. First attack. These have to be 11s or higher to hit. First attack is going to hit. Unarmed strikes, all of them. Second attack. Also going to hit. 2 13s.
She gets a +7?
She drank a Monster Energy drink and got
I
ready
have a
to
+7
punch.
too.
As you remember,
It's
as
fine
I
when
said
we do
before,
it.
Rahi does not have very good stats besides strength and constitution, but in strength she has a +9. Rahi, and it seems that the angrier she gets, the stronger she gets. Rahi is furious.
It's always angry.
I'm going to be very honest with you, Nico. I'm going to be very clear. This is going to be 4d6 plus 6. This might be enough to down you.
4d6.
All
I'm trying to do
fours.
the average. All fours.
20
4 times 4, yeah.
24 points of bludgeoning damage.
I be the unconscious.
Be the
So do I just
unconscious.
put myself at 1 hit point?
So here's how it's going to work.
Or do I put myself to 0?
Rahi comes in, and the way that she downs you, and Yorda, in the moments before you go unconscious, you are able to recognize that Rahi is not traditionally trained as a fighter. You'd be able to recognize it similar to being as a tavern brawler-esque style. This is not like very flashy, not very effective. What you're able to feel is her grab around your waist, again, planted on the ground. She squats to one side, quickly twists her body, tripping you backwards, quickly mounts on top of you, and just one punch, you are completely unconscious.
Do I go to 1 or 0?
So the way that non-lethal damage works in this game, if you're not trying to kill somebody, you will be making death saves. All right.
Okay.
If you get 3 successes, you are stabilized and can be brought back with healing. Okay. If you get 3 failures, you are what's known as critically injured, and the only thing that can heal you is a long rest, basically combat ending. Make sense? Okay. With that, that is Rahi's turn as Yorda is down. We then go back over to Mud. Mud, what are you doing?
How hurt does Dara look?
Dara's hurt. Dara is bad.
Like, real bad?
She's been taking psychic damage on her turn every single time we've come to her. Yes, she is very hurt.
Ooh. Shit. Mud is going to try and pick her up and just throw her through a wall.
Oh my god.
Just to get her as far away from him as possible.
Why don't we just rule that as like as some of your strikes? All right, and we'll see where it goes from there. Or do you want to do damage? Or you just want to get her away?
Mud is terrified. He's terrified of everything and anything right now. He's so scared. He doesn't really know what he's doing, so he might just do a big punch on her, a big slash.
Okay. Well, again, it's whatever you want to do. Just let me know.
I think as she looked at him with like that equal amount of terror, it like made him be like snap a little bit back and be like, right. And so it will be non-lethal. But...
Okay, got it. So actually, you know what? Give me a strength check, and you can give it to me with advantage because you are raging.
Cool. That's an 18 and a 19 for a 24.
For sure beats anything that she could do. Do you want to throw her into the wall to your side or towards the table to your left?
I was thinking of throwing her through the tavern wall.
Oh, through the just to the
just like get out. Be gone.
No problem at all. As you pick her up, you pick her up
you
by
just
like
hear like in this like twisted, like with teeth that are sharpening and blunting in this weird magical way. He just like is screaming like, "Get away from me!"
As you scream that, just roll me 2d6 real quick.
Okay. Cool. That's only gonna be a 3 though.
Only gonna be a 3.
Do I add my strength modifier to these or?
Only gonna be a 3. Give me 1 second just to... I'll roll Dara's psychic damage right now. And if I hit a 3 or a 4, you are able to watch as Mud, you... So, because it's very animalistic, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But what you're able to do is you're able to grab her, as like her hands on your head, grab her by her like tricep and her shoulder, throw her to the ground, spin her around, and then with a like a bear thrashing a target, grab her with both of your hands, spin and right towards Buttons.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Going right towards Buttons. Buttons gonna get a dex save. Buttons gets a nat 1 as Buttons in your voice, Mud, goes, "Get away from me!" As Dara,
right, because he's a Kenku.
Dara slams into Buttons and sends her and Buttons directly through this wall right here, slamming through, revealing, I don't have the map for it, but as the wall crashes in, you're able to stare through and you're able to see a private judge's quarters, but instead of having a bookshelf, you see nothing but rum bottles. You see like half of them are fully empty and half of them are full, as
Cool.
JJ looks back and goes, "My private collection exposed to the world!"
I'm sorry!
As Dara is out of the fight.
Cool. Does that count as both my attacks or just one attack?
I'm gonna say that counts as
Like-
both your attacks.
Damn it. Cool. Then Mud is just gonna spin around and seeing Calorie and Olive, the people who've been the nicest to him, getting attacked, he's gonna just go for Delilah.
Okay.
With my bonus action, well, I guess I don't have like 2 weapon. Is the like bonus action to attack like a thing that it's add to 2 weapon fighting where you take it? Wait, no, but I don't have a lightweight melee weapon. I just have.
I'll say, you know what?
my
I'll let
hands.
you roll like this as a bonus action. Just give me 1 attack roll with your claws if you want to do that. Make sense?
Sure, I'll just be like, stop.
Sure.
That's a natural 20.
Perfect.
Let's go!
That's on Delilah.
Because I'm a slasher and I got a critical hit, she has disadvantage on all attack rolls until the start of my next turn.
Oh my god.
so-
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Cool. So that's 2d6 plus 5 plus 2.
2d6 plus 5, 2d6 plus 7. Got it.
God, being a barbarian is wild. Okay, so it's 2d6 plus that. That's 14 points of damage.
Okay, awesome. Super cool.
Mud is just like, huh?
As
Ah!
Delilah,
I didn't need to. Oh.
Delilah looks over to you, Olive, as you're wincing because that arrow is still in your arm, as she goes, "Do not worry, Genasi. I shall shoot you in the same place. Make it easy on the doctor." And as she's going to loose a 3rd arrow on you, you see an animal, like just a bone-cracked, large teeth, clawed, extended, tail now sprouting from his tailbone, Mud, rip
Looking
into Delilah's
absolutely
Yeah,
terrified.
horrifying.
Absolutely terrified.
Grab onto her arm and completely just slash 5 claw marks into it as Delilah looks hurt as she goes, "Well, you absolute cunt, that's my shooting arm. What are you doing?"
You shot me first!
As that's going to be Mud's turn. Mud, excellent turn. Perfect. Godspeed, soldier. Her, what are you doing?
I am. So, is Rahi facing the other way?
Rahi is not looking at you.
That doesn't mean I get advantage, right? I
No.
have to be right behind her to flank.
Well, you can't flank because Yorda's down. I learned that this weekend.
Wait, the what?
You can't flank because Yorda's down.
Gotcha. All right, that's fine. All right, from
I'm
where
good.
I'm at, I'm going to do another 3rd level Chaos Bolt. And I actually realized I did it wrong the last time. I'm supposed to add 2 additional D8s or 2 additional D6s as the level goes up. But
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I will allow. I will say this right now because you were very honest in saying that you messed up. You can add those 2 extra dice to this roll now if you hit.
Okay. I forget if I did it as a 2nd level or a 3rd level, but I don't know. We'll figure it
We'll
out.
see.
I'm gonna flip my. Oh. I'm gonna add my bar. Oh, what do I add? 6. Okay, I'm gonna try with Bardic. Let's see if I hit. 17.
17 just misses.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, all right, that's a miss. Then I'm going to do Quicken Spell, and then I'm going to try another Chaos Bolt, but at level 2.
Okay.
All right, there we go. 25.
25 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage and add those 2d6 just so we can factor that in.
Yeah, let me... Okay, I gotta roll the d8 to see what damage it's gonna be. Force damage? So then I'm gonna do...
Not only does Rahi not have resistance to that, but that bypasses Rahi's rage.
Amazing. So it's 2d8 plus... that's only gonna be 16 points of force damage.
It is still force damage. Doing that's a lot.
Okay, great, fantastic.
As Rahi's head is like kind of knocked down, and she goes, ugh, whips back, looks at you. Her anger refocuses on you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. Movement. Do I want to move? How far am I from Rahi? I'm just going to try and scramble back even further, like back here. If you need me to do like an acrobatics check, I'm trying to get as far away as possible.
Give me an acrobatics check as JJ goes, You can't leave. It's gonna disqualify your team. I'm
not leaving.
Or go to the back corner because you're farther away.
Okay, we're gonna go to the back corner. I was technically like right here before, so I guess I don't really need to make the acrobatics check unless you want me to, because it is gonna be a funny roll.
Give me an acrobatics check.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Perfect. You take 4 points of damage as a pirate goes, took my drink, and just punches you right in the face.
Oh no. Fuck you. I was gonna say I thought I'd get you more.
Well, you can get me more, but it'll never replace what I lost. As he just sits back down.
Oh,
Chuck.
Fine, I don't have money anyway.
Liar! And that's why I punched you. Perfect. Is that your turn, her?
Yeah.
With her, we then move down to Bean. Cowrie, you stabbed Bean, right?
Yeah, I did.
Can you use cutting words?
I don't have that. That's it. That's like specifically like a College of Lore thing.
Ooh.
He does.
I like slash into him, do the little damage I do because I rolled like shit, and then do the kind of like looking up at someone much taller, like, oh no.
Oh no.
Excellent. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Is he throwing me?
You'll see.
Does the aura of Yorda's count even if he's unconscious?
Under no
he do
circumstance.
be unconscious.
Damn it.
Dex saving throw, you say?
Yes.
Bob, throw me!
Coin!
I like to fail.
You got a nat one?
No, that's good. I will use my coin just in case because things are on the line.
That nat one
so
might have been bad.
Yeah.
Rahi could be our captain.
Yeah.
Let's not let that happen.
I will use it. 25!
Yeah! Leaps and bounds as, so for one of his attacks, Bean has so what he's actually been using to throw these furniture around, it's an ability that he has called Decorator, where he is able to use pieces of furniture around the map as improvised weapons, and you realize that to his left, there is a desk with no chairs, and Cowrie, you're able to watch as Bean goes, "You called me mean names, and you stabbed me in the back. You go in timeout," as he grabs onto the desk and running to his right is going to try to sandwich you in between the other desk, crushing you from the rib cage down. As he tries to do this, as he grabs onto the desk and runs with it over to the side, Cowrie, you see it coming, and you are actually able to jump up, hit your shoulder on the top, roll with the momentum, and land in a crouched position, having taken no damage from that, as he is now looking up at you. As he draws
like a 3-point land?
No, honestly, yeah. It's like the speed at which that happens, up, jump, roll. He draws an axe, swings at you with it.
Of course.
would expect nothing less.
Bean is popping the. That does not count. That was a nat 20 out of the box. Does not count.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
Your AC is
14.
Oh, and with the as he swings the axe directly at your ankle, you're able to bing, right up and over it land as you, with your like roguish, bardish, like dancing kind of ability, are able to move out of the way of his shots. No damage to you, Calorie, on Bean's turn. That is big plays. Let me actually.
I do a little jig where his axe is stuck in the table.
I'm usually better than this, as he like kind of wrestles with it a little bit. Olive, your turn.
Gary doing a jig with Bean. Will turn to Mud and say, "Thank you, Mud. Do you have this?"
Sure.
All right. And I think, DM, this chair behind me, is that 1 to 5 pounds?
Oh, give me a quick. No, but that's awesome. As I was, that's actually known as the hot seat. That is where witnesses are called to give their, witnesses are called to give their testimonies. Give me a quick Arcana check, and give it to me. Give it to me with an extra D6 of inspiration, because that's a fucking cool idea.
Aw, thanks. 14.
All I need to do is beat a 15. Sadly, it is more weight.
Hold on. I'll flip my fucking coin. Nope.
Sadly, sadly too heavy for your catapult.
Okay, that's fine. Is there still a chair on the desk to my right?
There is, yes. There's one more chair.
Wait. No, actually, no. What's with all these chairs? I pull the arrow out of my arm, and I catapult it to Bean.
Go ahead and what do I gotta do again?
You gotta make a dex save, DC 15.
Oh, gotta be a 13 or higher. He fails. Gets a 2.
Hog, I'm casting that at 3rd level. He's gonna take 5d8 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Olive, go.
Ooh, okay, that's good. 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy cow! Olive, how do you take Bean out of the fight?
Because this is a non-lethal fight, and I rip the arrow out, and the way I throw it, it's not a direct throw, so it kind of spins around a little bit, so that the end, not the pointy end, the other end,
shaft of the arrow.
Yeah, the non-business end of it goes a little into his ear, in a precise way that doesn't go like it in and out, like just kind of like a Q-tip goes like in to do enough damage to like knock him down.
You just pierced Bean's ears.
I pierced his ear.
Now,
Burst his eardrum.
here's a fun little thing I gotta do. I now need to find a way to describe that in a way that it does not just instantly kill Bean.
I can say something else.
No. Well, because I'm imagining like you don't see
because I'm not trying to stab through his ear, because the spell just like launches the arrow.
Yes, he says. Imagine. I'm just
Bean
imagining.
Bean has a thick skull. It never fully reaches.
He actually does eardrum ups.
It's 5 inches of skull.
Actually, no. Can I reflavor it?
Sure, if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is actually, now that I think about it, this is making me uncomfortable.
Oh, okay, got it.
Actually, saying like spinny move, but I think because his back his back's not to me, right? Same like kind of like boomerang throw, just like right in the back of the head.
Perfect. As you arrow comes out of your forearm, difficult, hard pain, but it's pain you've felt before in this city. As you as it almost looks like strands of water from the boards of the floor accelerate this as it begins rotating, as Bean whips his head over, looks directly at it, and the arrow hits him directly in the center of the forehead as he, as you're able to hear a group of 4 in the crowd go, Bean, no, Bean, why? As you then hear tables get flipped, you hear someone go, fuck, man, fuck, get up and begin walking out of the restaurant as Bean stumbles for a bit. Cowrie, you look, having just jumped over his axe plunged into the desk. He goes, ugh. Head hits the desk as Bean passes out on the floor, disappearing from your view. Olive, Bean is out of the fight.
I look back over my shoulder at Olive, and you can, Olive, Cowrie doesn't say it at full volume, but you can kind of read their lips as they just go, hot.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can read lips. No.
I know.
Mud can read lips.
I just want to break for just 1 second and just think about it, because Kate, honest to God, just described the coolest way of using a catapulted arrow to take somebody out. But could you fucking imagine? Think about the John Wick 2 scene where the pencil goes into the guy's ear and being like, he's just sleeping. He's fine.
So sleepy.
Yeah.
He's so sleepy.
Do you sleep forever,
Good night,
sweet prince? Olive, with that being, unless you want to move at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would be wise. I'ma just. Yeah, I'm gonna come down in here, between Carrie and Yorda. Can I bonus action try to stabilize him and make a medicine check?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, 6.
At 6, Olive, you rush over to Yorda. Yorda, you look up as Olive tries to do some very ancient styles of water gymnastics, of grip aisle healing. As she focuses that in, where do water gymnasts feel most comfortable? In the water. She begins filling your lungs with water. As Yorda, you on the floor, currently your nose is off to the side as you start dry drowning. Give me a death saving throw.
No, I don't want to do that.
Success. Yorda, you spit up all the water. Olive stops. And any interaction there?
I'm sorry, I've never done that before. Okay, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you alone. That's for the best. Since it didn't do work, can we say that was an object interaction?
No. What? No.
Because I want to actually use my bonus action to convert sorcery points.
Okay, I'll let you convert sorcery points. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll allow that to happen.
I take a first level spell slot and I get 2 sorcery points back.
Yes, Olive, you're able to kind of crawl, shimmy over that desk over to Yorda. Cowrie, back to you. What are you doing?
Okay. I am going to. Should I heal our people or should I attack other people?
It seems pretty. If you get Yorda up, then we can all try and flank Rahi.
That's a good point. Okay.
Up to ye.
Rahi does go after you. Well, after Delilah.
Okay.
So.
I am going to.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Fuck. Okay, I'm going to flank Delilah with Mud, and I'm going to attack with 32.
Hell yeah.
I'm so proud, but I'm also so annoyed because she was gonna do some shit after you. Fuck!
That is a. Where is my sword? That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, it hits. Yep.
And I get sneak attack. That is, much better than I've been rolling. Thank goodness. That is 14 points of. I haven't been adding my thing. Fuck. That is 17 points of piercing damage because I've been forgetting to add my +3 this whole freaking time.
What are you using?
I'm using 32.
You're using 32. As you on the desk are able to hop down 32 out. Cowrie, how do you take Delilah out of the fight?
Yeah!
Okay, obviously not wanting to do lethal damage to Delilah, I sort of take the flat of 32 and just whap her on the side of the head like it's a paddle.
As Delilah looks over at you, Mud, and goes, "Look, I do not want to be disrespectful. I will make sure it is quick for you." And as she's saying that, you see Cowrie come into frame like a baseball bat and just on the side of the head, and she just falls to the floor unconscious.
Bud starts to be like,
I got you, bud.
I'm scared.
It's gonna be okay. And then I'm gonna whip around and point up at Rahi and just say, "Stop freaking yelling at my friends!" and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Which is a 15 wisdom save.
15 wisdom save. How wise is Rahi Liha? Delilah is out of the fight. 15. She fails the wisdom save.
Yeah! So she takes the 2d4 psychic damage. She takes 7 points of psychic damage, and most importantly, she has disadvantage on her next attack roll.
Okay. Delilah's out of the fight. Is there any other movement for you?
I will. She is flying, right?
Yep.
Can we flank her if she's flying?
Ooh.
She's
Mud could
she's currently on the ground, but you know that she's probably going to fly on this turn.
Okay. Then on the off chance that it helps someone out, I am going to hop back up on the table to get around Olive and get over here to flank Rahi.
Okay. Very good. Incredible idea.
Hell yeah.
Give me just 1 second here, as I need to do some quick recalculating of stuff.
Quick maths.
Oh, her turn is next.
As Rahi...
Maybe I'll live to regret that.
It's okay. She hasn't hit me, so she might get me.
Oh no!
Rahi with her wings is going to fly over all of these people here and go...
Attack of opportunity?
You get attack of opportunity, Cowrie, yes.
Okay.
And go 5... So as I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30 to be right next to her.
Okay.
These motherfuckers are in the splash zone.
No, yeah, she's like on top of somebody, basically. She's like, get the fuck out the way! She just pushes him out of the way.
What'd you get, Cowrie, for your attack of opportunity? Sorry.
25 to hit.
25? You roll me damage.
Okay.
Roll me damage.
6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage? Awesome. Yeah. Killer. As Rahi's whips over to her, immediately grabs at your shirt, on her turn, grabs at your shirt, and although you are still levitating, you watch as her wings kind of shrink a little bit as she hits the ground and brings you down with her to ground level. So there's not like any weird levitation stuff there. And you're able to watch as she give me a quick nature or insight check as you look into her eyes.
Oh, that went out of the thing. Let's try here. Nature or insight? Nature, I don't know. Insight is a 16.
A 16. Once again, you are able to see heavy rain thunderstorms inside of her eyes as her mouth is in a teeth-bared, furious frown, essentially, as you watch her wings as she points a finger at you and just goes I'm not taking any more shit from you. I'm not letting you boss me around anymore. And as she starts doing that, you watch as her wings collapse straight onto her back, pointed backwards towards the table, as everyone just starts kind of getting up, moving away from her. And you watch as she says this to you. As she goes, and you know what? This is therapeutic. The slate is clean, but this has to be done. It's the way we do things around here, unless you've forgotten. And as she's saying all of that, you watch as her wings detach from her back and you watch as they then begin to swirl around her pointing finger, and these like moving, shifting storm clouds appear directly to your north, and you are able to watch as, almost shaping themselves from the ground up, you're able to see 2 legs, a torso, a head, and then a finger pointing at you. And you watch as Rahi points at you and shakes. You are able to see the finger of this formation point at you as well. And you are able to recognize that in this moment, whatever power Rahi's wings has now separated from her and become a wraith in and of itself by the name of Tempest. And you guys have now witnessed Rahi's 3rd ASMR ability, as her wings have now left her body. Sharing her initiative, Rahi and Tempest are going to be taking melee attacks on her back into a corner.
Fuck. Okay.
Do they both have disadvantage?
Tempest would not, Rahi would.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. I have shields. I need it. My AC is 17.
AC is 17.
Use that shield. Use that shield
Rahi
and bump
only
it
hits
up.
with 1 attack because of Cowrie's disadvantage, cancels out a nat 20. Very good. Rahi only has 1 attack hit. Tempest will also take 1 attack. Yes.
What did Rahi get?
Rahi got a... Let me just do that math real quick. That would be a 22.
Never mind.
Tempest also taking...
What does the shield do? That's +5?
Yes.
No, she's
Do it.
hit. Well, she's...
Still do it so you have that +5 for the rest of...
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes, it lasts until the end of your...
The start of your next turn. Yeah, I'll cast shield. So my AC is now 22.
Okay, got it. And as Rahi says that to you, hand clasped on your shirt, a strike comes in. You're able to move your head to the side as her hand pierces through the plywood wall behind you as her fist momentarily gets stuck, negating that nat 20. As Tempest then comes in with the exact same strike, it almost looks like Rahi and Tempest movements are exactly parallels as you feel a fist collide with your temple as Rahi with her hand rips it out of the plywood, grabs onto your head, and slams the back of your head into the wall. You're gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as she begins to beat the shit out of you.
Did the hand hit?
So Tempest hit on their 1 attack, and Rahi hit on 1 of her 2 attacks.
What did Tempest get?
Tempest got a 15, got a 19.
What's your AC, her?
It's 22.
Were you shielding afterwards, or?
Yeah,
I
shield lasts.
Shield lasts the entire until my next turn.
So you shielded. Okay, never mind. I apologize. You are only going to take. Doing my quick calculations here. You're only going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as those strikes hit you. I apologize. I misheard what you were saying. That was my bad.
Is that her turn?
That is both Tempest and Rahi's turn as they begin to crowd in you and just begin beating the crap out of you.
Mud. It's your turn, but I'm just like screaming. I'm just like.
Yes. Mud's turn, and then your turn after that. What do you do?
Are you screaming my name?
No, I think I'm
Okay.
just internally screaming. I don't think many words comes out of this form. I'm just very like quiet, almost like the eye of a storm.
Cool.
You know, very like peaceful.
Mud cannot reach Rahi to do anything. And so instead, seeing the blood on his hands and remembering the terror of Dara's face in his eyes, he's going to drop his rage, run over to Yorda, and kind of very, very clumsily just push Olive like out of the way and put his hands on Yorda's chest and cast Healing Word.
Okay.
It's a first level spell, but I think it can help. You got range attacks too, so 1d4 plus 3. You get 5 points of healing, buddy.
Yorda, you're back up.
As he does that, and then looking up to where her is with Rahi, he's going to cast, as he only has cantrips now, he's going to cast, well, actually, he ran to Yorda, which was 20 feet, and then he had 40 left, so he could, 20 left, so...
Healing Word's ranged, right? So
yeah, he casts... actually, Mud will just have cast Healing Word as he ran by Yorda. He's gonna get within 30 feet of Rahi, so just... And, like, he's there, or whatever, he's like, move, please, move!
Now, I will say, if you guys want to go through the crowd to get to Rahi and her and Tempest, you're gonna have to start making those acrobatics checks, or it will be difficult terrain for you, just so you know.
Mud just wants to get a good beat on her from 30 feet away.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 12 plus 6 for an 18.
Yep. You can see. You are able to see her as Rahi and Tempest begin raining blows down upon her.
Cool. Mud is going to cast his cantrip. He's going to cast Thorn Whip at Rahi for a natural 20.
Holy shit! Go ahead and roll it.
I know I'm a bad druid. And so that's gonna be 4d6.
God damn.
Total or doubled?
That's doubled.
Okay.
Because it's 2d6. 9 plus 3 is what? 9 plus 3 is
12.
12, thank you. Of piercing damage. And I pull her 10 feet closer to me. Away from her.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You would,
it's
yes.
Forced. No, it's
it'd
sure,
be forced.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say yes.
Yeah,
I will
why
say
not?
yes. Go ahead and roll that her as the Thorn Whip, as she pulls back another punch towards your head, her, and as it's coming towards you, you're able to see Mud out of focus as your eyes are kind of blurred from these strikes. A Thorn Whip latches around her elbow and yanks her back over a table as she's exiting your range. Oh, what'd you get?
Oh, I take out my dagger and I hit her for 21, I'm assuming?
Yes, you do hit. What? Roll damage.
Okay, let's see. Not much. It is a dagger. Or could I do... I can't do, like, Ray of Frost right now.
No, it'd be
only
a
if
physical
you
attack.
have, only if you have Warcaster.
Yep, that's fine. That's gonna be 6 points of... what is that? Piercing? Yeah.
As Rahi is pulled back onto this table and pulled 10 feet away, you take out a dagger and are able to just jam it directly into the gap between her thigh plate and her shin plate, as it is now sticking out of her knee, basically. And she goes, "Fuck you!" as she gets pulled backwards. Awesome. Mud, is that your turn?
Mud is just like, yes.
Okay, yeah, get her back. Her, it is now your turn. What do you do?
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna convert as my bonus action. I'm gonna convert the rest of my sorcery points, which is 3. So 1 second level and then 1 first level spell slot. Is that possible? Is that how it works? Or is it only 1 spell slot?
Then I think just 1 spell slot.
Then I'll just do my second level.
Yeah, 3 sorcery points gives you 1 second level spell slot.
Perfect. Okay. And then I am gonna, as my action, just Misty Step out of there. So that's 30 feet. So 30 feet's gonna put me right in front of Yorda. And then I'm gonna go, "I'm so sorry, get out of the way," and I'm gonna sprint 35 feet in the other direction.
You just run away from her?
Yeah, so she can't hit me. 25 plus 10. Yeah, that's about... So I don't want to climb over the thing, so it's about there.
Okay, totally cool.
I will say, Mud just like looks to the rest of the party like, what do I do?
You bravely ran away. As you bravely run away, We then move down to Olive. It is your turn. What do you do?
Oh, fucking shit. Okay. Is Tempest like corporeal?
Tempest can be wounded. Tempest is a wraith with some modified stats, but you can hit Tempest. Yes.
Looking to Mud, who's holding Rahi. I turned to him and say, "Trust me on this. Drop her." Yes. Mud.
Sorry, I was looking up stuff.
And I want to turn to Rahi, and say, "You want to handle this fairly, right?"
She she rolls off the table and goes. She looks back to Tempest and she looks back to Tempest, looks back to you, and she just waits for you to respond.
No, I'm asking.
Oh, she's not saying anything. She's wordlessly staring. She's beaming at you right now.
Okay.
Mad dogging.
If you want to handle this fair and square, let's leave these patrons alone and handle this like adults back in the courtroom.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, actually.
Okay.
And the advantage comes from you were able to look as these patrons looking at Rahi, looking at Tempest, begin like they back away not for their own safety because they're afraid. They do it because they're afraid right now. It looks like they're afraid of Rahi and what she can do as they begin backing away from her.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Persuasion with advantage.
Yes.
With advantage, you said. 23.
The patrons begin making a line for her to just they basically give her movement essentially as Rahi goes, fuck you, never did shit for me, fuck the Arbor, as she begins just walking just directly east, Tempest following close behind as she's now in the middle of this little walkway here.
Cool. What are we calling that action economy wise?
What do you want to do? What else do you want to do?
I would like to cast a spell for my action.
That was your bonus action. We'll call that. Your action is coming up.
Okay. I'm gonna skirt around Yorda, so I'm not using him like a human shield. And I nod at her. Thank you. And I cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp at her. And I want to metamagic heighten spell. She has disadvantage on this saving throw.
You're shitting me.
I am not.
I wish you were.
Don't. DC 15 strength save.
Disadvantage. +9. One of these has to be a 5 or lower. That is a 4.
Yes!
Olive, how do you do it?
What's that?
How do you do it?
Do what?
How do you take Rahi out of the fight?
For realsies?
For realsies. She had...
It's 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Are you sure?
She has 2 HP left.
Should have asked how much HP she had lost.
So the floorboards kind of curve up around her, almost putting her on a pedestal. But like at the last moment, I don't do it. I hold her there, and not even looking away from her. I say, "Her, I have her. She's all yours."
Fuck.
I'm sprinting in the opposite direction.
Oh my god, fuck. Shit. Okay. Only 2 points of damage. Alright, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna walk up.
I'll give you like the I'm giving you the
Shit.
the knockout.
I feel so bad because I ran away.
Because I haven't used my movement. Can I give her my movement?
I'll allow you to give her your movement.
Setting
yes,
up.
I will allow that.
I'll come back and then I'll just as I walk by, I'll just say.
Jerry just starts running back the other way.
As I walk back, I just say, "Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
This is your fight. We're all just here to help."
Thanks." Okay. Are we going through initiative or is this
No,
it?
Rahi looks at you and just goes like, "What are we doing?" And I assume I will give you one chance to do what you're gonna do.
All right. Well, first thing, as she's in this grasp, I'm gonna walk up to her.
Is she grasped yet?
Yeah, no, like I'm essentially like I'm like
she's just not dealing the damage.
Yeah,
right?
she is restrained in this.
Okay.
But I'm giving hold on, let me make sure I got the wording right. Yeah, she is I'm holding her in this. She is restrained. But I'm letting her take her out.
The pedestal which you create is able to basically almost like a cinder block cement her feet into the floor as you watch as two pillars rise up and grab onto both of her incredibly muscular arms and strain them out so that they are straight by her side. As you walk up to Rahi.
Okay, I am first. I'm gonna walk up to her. I'm gonna say, "This has been a nice fight. I apologize for running away. This is for you." And what it is, it's gonna be, so what I put it like, I don't know if she has like a pocket or something. I'm just gonna stick it in the pocket. But I'm just gonna describe it to everyone. Obviously she can't see it. So it's a dagger, and inscribed in the dagger, it says, "To never breaking hearts again, -H period." And then there's a letter wrapped around it that just says friends, ? And then I just put it into her pocket. And then I step back, which I inscribed, by the way, like using the lightning or whatever. Anyway,
Yep.
So then I step back and I'm gonna attempt. I really want to hit her with lightning just to because she's like resistant to it, and I just wanted to like knock her out, even though she's usually like very. So, oh fuck! But the only way to do it is if she has to do a strength saving throw. You know what? No, I'm just.
I mean, she's restrained, so I don't think there's much she can do with that.
How would she roll a strength saving? Can she still throw?
Don't risk it. Don't risk
no?
it.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, but then I go. Okay, I'm gonna attempt Ray of Frost then, and just like, yeah, we'll see if I roll first.
Okay.
Oh, let me put it through the tower. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. Woo! Roll damage.
Okay, 2d8. That is 10 points of damage. So I think what happens is after I drop the stuff in, or like in her pocket, I take like 5 steps back, turn around, like stick my hand out, and you just see like the ray of frost coming out of my hand, and then it kind of just like settles around her, and she starts to like shiver really like, and then just, like starts to get icy around her.
As she begins shivering, you are able to see Tempest and begin shivering as well. And as Tempest begins to fade away, you watch as Rahi's eyes, those rainy thunderstorms, begin to fade as she and very calmly, very peacefully gets so cold she just passes out standing up as Rahi has been defeated in Brigands Brawl. As JJ,
we won!
As you were all bloodied, beaten, some of you worse than others, as JJ looks out to all of you and goes, "And I didn't think Rahi could lose a fight. Excellent job to the defense. Well, it seems that once the prosecution wakes up, well, they'll have some terms they'll have to answer to. Now, I need someone who can fix the wall to my private stash. But I think you all... Oh, it made for a good show. But I think you all have earned a bottle of rum, a warm body, and a soft feather bed. Perhaps some private conversations. Because it seems that, well, court has been concluded for the day. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time? Yes. And yes, that was Brigands Brawl. I hope it was a good time for everybody.
Mud in your form. Insane. So shocking. Scary.
And perfectly talented music.
The what?
The music just cut out.
Well, isn't that so nice? Now you all know exactly what I've been hearing for the last 3 hours.
Oh, we gotta find a way. We'll fiddle around with it.
We'll figure it out.
We'll find a way.
I did not expect. I like did this multi-class being like, it's fine. Jack of all trades, master of none. Oh my fucking god, he's a killing machine. I did not.
Yeah.
Good god.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna roll 3D. I'm gonna actually roll some death saves. Is Buttons okay? Let's see if Buttons is
Buttons
okay.
has to be okay.
Pass. Pass. He's fine.
Yay!
Excellent. Buttons is all right. Yes,
Listen.
that was Brigands Brawl.
Ooh.
Gab.
Oh my god, just good job all around, you guys. Incredible work, Yorda. The
Look at
javelin
him go.
into the knee, Cowrie. Just the tricks.
All the
just
cutting
doing
words.
a little jig on the table. The cutting words that saved her from a nat 20.
Cutting the rope.
So I can't actually
and
look.
Olive, the catapults were incredible, and her. Holy shit. Holy
I
fucking
ran.
shit.
I ran.
I'm like a smart woman.
But I had one first level spell slot left. That's it.
So valid.
Goodness.
So, also, by the way, I'll just read it off to you right now. Rahi has 3 Celestial Revelations, all of which she can do once per long rest with other conditions to make it fair. She has Pylon, that is the halberd, which her was stabbed with, which Cowrie was stabbed with. There is her wings; those just activate when she rages. And there's also Double Team, where she's able to summon Tempest, the unarmed wraith.
Insane.
Yeah. Now,
She's on our team.
Well, yeah.
By force.
And there are stipulations to that where, if Tempest is summoned, she can no longer fly. Pylon only works if she's outside, and the wings don't even give her increased movement. So, it is balanced in a way that makes any sense.
So
Yes.
cool.
But with all of that, did we all enjoy Bean, Delilah, and Dara?
Yes.
I
Oh,
feel
good.
so.
Oh, boy.
Gab, can I apologize to Dara via through you?
You're fine. Well, first off, the mop fucking messes with you, man.
Fucks you up.
Yeah, holy
Wow.
shit.
I did not really. Yeah, that's some bad shit.
Yes. What in the yes, psychic discharge from Dara, which Mud experienced and which Olive experienced through that wild magic surge.
Ooh.
That's insane.
But she was taking damage.
She was, yes. Something.
How much?
She was taking 1d4 on each of her turns. Wow. Yes. She was in the middle of a migraine, and when I say migraine, she was constantly experiencing what Olive and Mud experienced that once. That was just happening to her every single turn.
That sucks.
Holy shit.
So rough.
Poor girl.
Yeah. Well, I think, of course, sympathy, obviously. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah.
Who knows?
What the fuck is up with that?
Who
What
knows?
is up with that?
I think this is my first time playing a character who isn't a glass cannon, and
He's just
boy,
a cannon.
Besides,
fun, right?
besides
He's a
my monk,
It's fun.
it's the having of non-magical
rick,
damage
rick,
is
rick. It's fun.
incredible.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say, Nico, so sorry that I knocked Yorda out. But what I will say is that you took out the Duke and almost beamed single-handedly. So I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good work, soldier. Rest
Fucking
up.
crushed it.
I did
Besides-
my job. I'm the front line. I take all the bullets.
Was I the only one who actually, like, I know at the end Olive grappled and would have killed Rahi, but was I the only other person hitting Rahi?
I would have had a turn again. Because I was up.
Mud did get her with the thorn.
The
Oh, yeah,
thorn
the
rip.
thorn whip,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I don't think I ever hit her.
So I think I hit her
I did not
3
either.
times with the Chaos Bolt
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
and a tidal wave in the beginning.
I would have smacked the shit out of her if I got my turn. Oh my god. I was gonna
Wrote-
I would
No,
go
go.
hobble. I have 5 hit points. I just would have hobbled and be like, God damn it. Come on.
Why you wanna?
Get bonked.
You wanna?
Yeah, you wanna. Well,
I
if Olive
wrote-
didn't disperse the crowd, I was gonna flare my daunting roar to scare all the people to get the fuck out of the way.
More.
Good call.
Smart.
But yes, so it's not legally within your ownership. However, now within your fleet, you have the Ramshackle, the Cat 5, and the Cornucopia. Yes, you have 3 people who will now. You have 3 captains who will now. You have 2 captains that will now sail with you.
I'm sorry. Can we just picture for a minute these 2 fairly sizable
Galleon ships, yes.
Yeah, and then this tiny
little schooner
would be like, no, our captain's on that one.
It's gonna be it's gonna be really interesting because all of our magical weapons are on the other ship, but am I gonna have to hang out on the Cat 5 the entire time since I'm technically the captain
Not
now?
necessarily, no.
Okay.
I mean, when Black...
I can levitate. I'll just
when
get close enough.
When Blackbeard was sailing with Steed Bonnet, he had his own ship, but was on Steed's ship a lot. So,
Okay.
yeah. Whatever happens to yes, we all having watched Flag Means Death. Just being like, oh,
They were roommates.
they were roommates. They were pirate roommates.
They were just
indeed.
hanging out on each other's ship.
And yes, and the general plan for the general makeup of how the sessions are going to look going forward, just for probably the entirety of June, we are going to have RP with you guys are going to be able to ask Rahi and the Duke and Dara. They'll hang out a little bit. Everyone that was just in the fight, if you guys want to have some RP with them, just kind of ask them some questions. And then if you want, experience some full moon festival shenanigans, which I will set up. And then you guys are going to meet up with Tior Fedorov, and questions will be answered. And the main plot will be thrust upon you. And then upon Nico's return, we're going to have the Battle of the Bards, baby. It's going to be a very fun June. Are we all excited?
Yes.
Perfect. And we hope...
Enjoy your time abroad, Nico.
Yes, oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Have a great
Have
time.
fun.
Yeah. But with all of that, thank you. Anyone that joined us, anyone that watches us, we deeply appreciate you. And we hope to see you again next time. Everybody, have a fine evening, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.
Good night. Sleepy.